I'm Doug Brown with breaking news. The 2020 National League Cy Young winner is joining the World Series champs. ESPN's Jeff Passan reports right-hander Trevor Bauer will get a 3-year deal worth $102 million. The Mets offered him a bigger overall contract, but Bauer will now be the highest-paid player in each of the next 2 seasons, $40 million this year, $45 million next year. A little more than 48 hours away now from Super Bowl 55 in Tampa. The Buccaneers and Chiefs playing for the title. ESPN's Marcus Spears says don't sleep on the Chiefs' defense.
That's a unit with guys on that unit that are elite. So I'm going to take Mahomes when I feel like his defense is going to play well enough to win a game.
Marcus Spears on Greeny. And when the offseason starts next week, Commissioner Roger Goodell is offering all of the league stadiums as possible COVID-19 vaccination sites. Count LeBron James against the idea of having an all-star game in Atlanta in March. James says playing the game is a slap in the face to the players.
With no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, and an app that lets you bank anytime, anywhere, choosing Capital One is like the easiest decision in the history of decisions. That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria. Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios.
That's right.
And off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. I'm Matt.
This is Shaq O'Neal, and I hate Matt.
Paul O'Neal.
They're chanting Paul O'Neal's name.
Muso. And Mr. Toby Tomplay. We're here. Glad you are as well. Get out there and make it a good one. Friday, rainy day in BR. If you're driving around, be safe. But glad you're hanging out with us. We're here for the next 3 hours. Theriot in studio 1 hour from right now. We got a ton of Super Bowl 55 talk. We will continue with Theriot, our LSU baseball preview. A couple of Fridays ago, pitchers and catchers. Last week, infield. This week, outfield. Next week, we'll do a full-on season preview. And then, man, it's opening day at the box. So that is coming up on us fast. If you have not yet heard, as I'm sure many of you have by now, LSU Basketball, their game against Florida scheduled for tomorrow at 1 o'clock at the Maravich Center. That has been postponed. So the SEC announcing that this afternoon, or actually it was late this morning, due to a series of COVID-19 positive tests and contact tracing within the Florida program. So that game will not happen tomorrow. There's really, I think, kind of 2 ways you could spin this. And one of them is positive and one of them is negative. And I might actually lean a little more toward spinning this to the positive. We saw this in football this year. And sometimes having a break when you're kind of in the, I don't want to call it a tailspin, but LSU's lost 4 or 5. And I'm sure they're not feeling great about themselves. Sometimes there's 2 schools of thought. Either power through it or take a step back, like take a breath, gather yourself, and start over. Now, you don't get to start over record-wise, obviously, but think about the football team. They lose to Mississippi State. They beat Vanderbilt. Then they have that devastating loss at Missouri where Miles Brennan gets injured. They were supposed to go to Florida the next Saturday, and that game got postponed because of COVID. So they had an extra week to get their quarterbacks ready. It ultimately ended up being TJ Finley. They had an extra week to prepare for South Carolina. They had an extra week to sort of steady their defense, which had been a wreck up to that point. And they went out and they played South Carolina and blew the doors off of them. Scored 52. Ricks had a pick 6. They had a defensive score. I mean, maybe their most complete game of the season. happened again later. After they got blown out by Auburn, they were supposed to go to Bama, and after their bye, and if you remember, obviously there was a COVID-19 outbreak within LSU's program, and that got postponed, and so LSU's next game ended up being at Arkansas, which they won. So the time off, the time away, did them some good. I think the same could be true for basketball. I think when you've lost 4 or 5, you've lost 2 in a row, the bitterly disappointing loss against Texas Tech, and then getting run by Alabama again, this is a tough challenge with Florida coming in. I certainly think it's a very winnable game for LSU, but now it gives you some extra time. I mean, think of it. You played that game on Wednesday night. You flew home from Tuscaloosa. You couldn't practice on Thursday because the SEC, the NCAA's got their 24-hour rule. So really, they just practiced yesterday, and then we're going to practice today, and then have a game tomorrow. So that was a really quick turnaround. So you avoid the quick turnaround. You get some time to relax, to rest, to get off your feet. Maybe you get Darius Days back this week. We'll see how he's developing. Maybe you get him back for that game, at Mississippi State in the midweek. Gives you a few extra days to prepare for Mississippi State, which is a team that's 4-6 in the league. You're better than they are. You're going to be favored. You should go on the road and win that game. And if you win that game, then it kind of sets you up moving forward, where you got Mississippi State, maybe get a little good vibe back. You're whole. If Days is back, then you come home against Tennessee, which is really your last opportunity at a marquee win. And maybe that's the trampoline effect to the bottom 4, the last 4 games of your schedule, which is Auburn, Georgia, Arkansas, Vandy, all of which are winnable for you. So maybe that's the sort of the bounce that you need. We'll see if they make up Florida and Missouri, because those would obviously be great resume opportunities as well. How they fit them in, I don't know, but that's on the SEC to figure out and not us. But that's sort of the positive spin of it. The flip side of it is, look, Joe Lunardi today in his latest bracketology has LSU still in the field, even after the second loss to Bama. He's got them as an 11 seed. So, but even still, you can see they're teetering. But that does still speak volumes to what this team really is and what they've already done. I mean, they've won 11 games. They're 6-4 in the league. I mean, basically they got blown out twice by the best team in the conference. And they had a really disappointing loss to Kentucky and a tough road loss at Florida, which is a tournament team. So even though bracketology sees them in right now, we talk about this a lot. LSU's got wins, and there's plenty of opportunities for more wins. And really the only game out there that would be a bad loss would be Vanderbilt if you lost that at home in the regular season finale, which I don't think they will. But eventually you're going to need quality wins. And I feel like, I'm a skipping record right now on repeat, but it's not enough just to win games. You have to have quality wins, and right now LSU doesn't have any. They haven't had a bad loss, but they don't have any quality wins. There are opportunities, St. Louis, Florida, Texas Tech, 2 games against Bama. They've lost all of those. So Florida was really your opportunity. Coming home against the Gators, a Gators team which just lost to South Carolina, maybe a little vulnerable, maybe a little pissed off and really wanting to prove something themselves. I don't know. But this was really a great opportunity to maybe start that springboard. And really with this game now, you have to assume, I know the league wants to make it up, but how do you do that with the schedule, with conference tournament, big dance? I don't know how they fit that in. But either way, if you assume Florida and Missouri aren't going to be made up, that means you have one more opportunity to quality win. It's next Saturday against Tennessee. That's it. It's the only other ranked team on your schedule. So that just makes that one so much more critical because it's really your last opportunity. So, I think you can spin it either way. I think the key for Will Wade is just making sure his team understands that and knows, how they're going to be able to take this and turn it into a positive. And I think the way you do that is you give them some time off, you let them disengage a little bit, you let them heal up, gives you extra time to prepare for Mississippi State, you make it a 1-game season. You go on the road, you do what you're supposed to do and beat Mississippi State, and then you have a great opportunity next Saturday at home against Tennessee. So LSU in Florida, they will not play on Saturday due to COVID outbreak within the Florida basketball program. Anything else that we find out as the show goes along today, we'll certainly let you know. All right, it's After Further Review, is always brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar in Town Center. One of my favorite spots, man. Enjoy a premium cigar. If you want to go shop for a cigar aficionado on your list or someone who's just getting into the hobby, you can get by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Of course, they've got top shelf liquor, all your whiskeys, some scotch and bourbon. They got draft beer, bottled beer, and you can even have some privacy. They have individual bays partitioned off with comfortable couches and chairs with your own TV in each bay. You have 4, 5, 6 people in a bay, and kind of enjoy your premium cigar, your cocktail, the ball game, whatever it is. It's at Don Juan Cigar Bar in Town Center, title sponsor of our Friday shows all throughout the year. All right, we'll go around the SEC at the bottom of this hour. Theriot next hour. When we come back, our buddy Jacques Doucet of WAFB sat down with Scott Woodward for an interview that's going to air in its entirety after the Super Bowl on Sunday. The Super Bowl is on CBS, and you see that often where the networks will put key programming following the Super Bowl, obviously hoping to get a bump after the big game. And the 10 o'clock news following the Super Bowl will have this interview in its entirety of Jacques with Scott Woodward. They talked about a lot of things, but what they've leaked is a couple of things from Scott Woodward on football scheduling, including the possibility of playing in Las Vegas and an update on the LSU-UCLA game. So we'll touch on those things when we come back. Glad to have you hanging out with us here on a Friday edition of AFR. Stick around.
AFR.
Brought to you by Insurance Network of Louisiana. Better coverage for less money. That's Insurance Network of Louisiana. 293-0450, 293-0450, or lainsurance.net. Here's one I got from Jay, which is pretty cut and dried. AFR listener named Jim. They've been working on it for a few weeks. He'd been with Liberty Mutual. Shocker. His coverage was good. Didn't need any recommendations for increased coverage. He was just overpaying. So he had good coverage. They just jacked the rate on him. He was overpaying. So they got him the same coverage and saved him $1,250 annually. It's Insurance Network of Louisiana. Stop overpaying. Are you underinsured? Don't know it? I was. Let Insurance Network of Louisiana shop for you. 293-0450. They're there until 5 o'clock, so you got almost 2 hours still. Give them a buzz right now. Do it right now. 293-0450, 293-0450, 293-0450, or lainsurance.net.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Meet football legend Tom Flores, a.k.a. the Iceman, a.k.a. the first Latino quarterback and head coach ever, a.k.a. why isn't he in the hall yet? Well, Coors Light is going to do something about it.
I'll drink to that.
Hey guys, this is Ryan Theriot with Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge, and you've got to come see us for the New Year's Certified Pre-Owned event. CPO vehicles come with an unlimited mileage warranty, and right now we're offering a 2-month payment credit up to $1,500, as well as 1.99% for 36 months on all eligible models. Check them out at mbobr.com or go see my guys Nick and Hess to take your new year up a gear. See dealer for complete details and exclusions. Qualified customers only. Subject credit approval by NBFS. Must take delivery by March 1st, 2021.
Have you been arrested for DUI or other traffic violations? Have you made a mistake? We all have. You're not a bad person. Call the law offices of O.C. Brown at 225-343-1111 or connect with us online at ocbrown.com.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
Are you a licensed contractor? There's lots of good contractors in Louisiana doing work the right way, but unfortunately, too many unlicensed contractors are working outside the licensing requirements. Working as a contractor in Louisiana requires a license for the company doing the work. The Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors wants to help you get licensed to allow you to conduct work legally. It's not difficult to get the license. We can help you. Go to lacontractor.org for more information. Licensed contractors, it's the law.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
Speaking of Don Juan Cigar Bar, Dakota Ball on Twitter, at the Dakota Ball. Not to be confused with the other Dakota Ball. The way at Matt Moscona says Don Juan Cigar Bar is oddly satisfying.
You say Don Juan Cigar Bar a certain way?
I say Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Guess I've just never noticed.
Really?
Guess not. I don't know. Well, I thought you just said Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Paul?
Is there a different way to say it?
Well, I mean, you could just say Don Juan Cigar Bar. But I put a lot of inflection into it.
I like the other way better.
I go.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Don Juan Cigar Bar.
That is better. I'm not going to lie. Now that I hear it, that is better.
Had you really not ever noticed?
Never noticed.
Seriously. I mean, for 2 years now, every Friday, when we do the hour open.
Has it really been 2 years? They've sponsored for 2 years? Wow. Time flies, man.
Yeah. And I go, Don Juan Cigar Bar. I mean, every time.
I like it.
It's kind of a mnemonic device in the same way that we do the silly KYS Best Hemp jingle.
Right. Oh, what if you came up with a singing Don Juan? You think that would be as good?
I got it. We're good.
Okay.
People know it. Yeah. But maybe not you.
There are a lot going on over here normally, so it's, I'm normally just listening for cues most of the time.
Yeah, no, okay. By the way, don't go look at Dakota Ball on Twitter if you're a
now I have to.
If you're a slovenly man, because he got shredded. Looks like an Abercrombie model from the 90s. Oh, okay. You know what I mean? Shirt off in his picture, abbed out and everything, which makes me wonder, like, is that really him, or did he just find that to try to put on? But then again, who really does that on Twitter?
He's catfishing somebody?
Yeah, maybe. But if you're going to do that, then you really do that more like on Instagram. You're not doing that on Twitter. So, no.
Like a dating app? Do that on
right.
Not Twitter.
It's a little confusing why he would do that. I don't know. But if that is really him, good on you, dude. Great discipline. Good, probably some good genetics in there as well.
Put that work in, man. Get those gains.
Got it. Good for him, right? For sure. That's at the Dakota Ball on Twitter, if you'd like. Let's see how many followers Dakota Ball has on Twitter. 57. Well, Ironman marathoner Hawaii is all his profile says. I'd really like to break that down. I mean, Ironman marathoner makes sense if you're fit like that. But why Hawaii? I wonder. Maybe just because he likes Hawaii.
Maybe he's from Hawaii.
But then why would you be listening to this show?
I mean, we're on a lot of platforms, Matt. You got YouTube.
I'm not saying how. I'm not saying how. I'm saying if you're from Hawaii, why are you listening to a show in Baton Rouge, based in Baton Rouge, about LSU and the Saints, etc.? That's all. Or maybe he's from here and now lives in Hawaii.
Maybe he was a big fan of Braden Fajoko.
No.
Okay. I mean, it could have been.
No. if Braden Fehoko were still playing at LSU, he'd likely have a chance to play at UCLA next year. How about that transition? What do you think about that? Yep, professional radio guy here. You got it. There it was. So Jacques Doucet sat down with Scott Woodward for an interview that's going to air after the Super Bowl on WAFB in Baton Rouge. I'm sure the interview in its entirety, if you're not in Baton Rouge, will air. They'll put it up on their website, I'm sure, WAFB.com, after it airs on Sunday. But it makes a lot of sense. Networks do this every year. Remember, back when American Idol was still a thing on Fox, they'd always air the first American Idol after the Super Bowl, maybe like a Grey's Anatomy episode. I seem to remember that. You always see that. The big splash episode of something, launch or relaunch of something, typically comes after the Super Bowl. They look for that bounce while all the audience is there. So Jacques sat down with Scott Woodward for what is said to be a wide-ranging interview, and they talked about a lot of different things, including the disappointing 2020 football season, Ed Ogeron's job performance, same with Will Wade and Paul Maneri, Nikki Fargas. That'll all be addressed. And then what they did leak, however, is about a 60-second clip of Jacques and Scott Woodward going back talking about football scheduling. The first thing was about this year's season opener, scheduled for September the 3rd in the Rose Bowl against UCLA. Now, of course, there have been a lot of COVID restrictions in California, so many have been concerned that that game might be delayed or they might change locations. Here was what Scott Woodward said about that game, the season opener against UCLA.
I think we're in very good shape there. We've been in communication with them regularly. You know, Verge Osbury does a fabulous job scheduling and working with those folks, and we're very, very optimistic and bullish for that. And the fans that get to go, hopefully they'll have a wonderful experience, and we'll have a good time and come back with a victory. But yes, I'm very, very optimistic about it.
Very optimistic and bullish are the words that Scott Woodward used there. I said September 3rd, by the way. It's September 4th, just as a point of note. So, and that is important because that's Labor Day weekend where there are games, if you know, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That means 5 consecutive days of college football to open the season. So I do want to be clear on that. It is September the 4th. So, and I guess theoretically that could change for TV. Sometimes that happens as we get closer, but if that happens, we'll let you know. But if you remember, the LSU-Miami game was actually on a Sunday when they opened up that game in Arlington. So, but anyway, it's September the 4th is what it's scheduled for. So good news there from Scott Woodward that they've been in contact with UCLA, and they are planning to play the game still in the Rose Bowl on September the 4th, LSU, UCLA. There's been a lot of conversation about potentially flipping those, the home and home. Remember, after this year, LSU has the neutral site home and home with Florida State. So then it wouldn't be until 2024 that UCLA returns the trip. So if that flipped, that's how that would look. But anyway, it looks like LSU is going to play that game in the Rose Bowl in Pasadena against UCLA on September the 4th, which is great news. The other thing that Scott Woodward mentioned is about the possibility of LSU playing a football game in Las Vegas.
Stay tuned. There's not going to be a thing moved, but we may have some future scheduling.
Oh, okay.
Future scheduling. Not this season, but in coming seasons. There's potential.
Oh, Vegas? You know I am all about this. I mean, there has not been a bigger drum beater in the world for LSU to play in the Las Vegas Bowl than me. It was actually my sincere hope, with LSU having a floundering season that wasn't going to end in the New Year's Six, that they don't end up in Tampa or Orlando or Houston or Nashville, but instead playing a Pac-12 school out at Allegiant Stadium, a beautiful NFL facility in fabulous Las Vegas.
Vegas, baby, Vegas!
You damn right. And now it sounds like Woody's trying to make that happen.
Vegas, baby, Vegas!
Man, am I pumped about this. LSU possibly in Las Vegas?
Vegas, baby, Vegas!
Look at all the positives. Beautiful NFL stadium. Great road trip for your fans. Ed Ogeron is recruiting nationally, so casting a wide net, you bring your program out west where you're already dipping into California, where you got Elias Ricks. You had a guy like Rajon Davis committed, although he ended up not signing. But you understand the point. This is phenomenal. This is a great idea. And, of course, LSU playing in Raider Stadium is something that the collective whole of college football and their fans would love this opportunity to see that, the novelty of it. Like if a college football game's played at Wrigley or at Fenway, like we see that sometimes. The novelty games play. So that's actually really super duper duper appealing to play in Vegas.
Vegas, baby, Vegas!
And it also means your boy would get to make a trip out to Vegas on the company dime and get to hang out at the Aria and, go out to like the Encore Beach pool party. My God, let's do that. Let's do that in September one day. I'm all for it. Here's the slight problem. Let's see. I'm 38 now. Let's see. This game probably wouldn't be played until at the earliest 2033. So you're talking 12 years, 38, 40. I'd be like 50. If LSU were to play a non-conference game in Vegas, based on their current schedule, I'd be 50.
Does that really matter?
No.
Okay.
It's just a really long time from now. I don't want to wait that long to see this. By then, the novelty of Allegiant Stadium's kind of worn off. It'd be 13 years old.
I guess you're kind of right.
You know what I mean? And here's the other problem. LSU plays UCLA this year. I mentioned the next 2 years is the neutral site home and home. They play Florida State in New Orleans and then Florida State in Orlando. Then in 2024, UCLA returns the trip to Baton Rouge. 25 and 26 is the home and home with Clemson. 27-28 is the home and home with Oklahoma. 29 and 30 is the home and home with Arizona State. And then 30-31 is the home and home with Utah. So you don't have a spot until 2033 to play this game. Unless you drop one of these, which I can't imagine you intend to do, especially the neutral site ones, because those are locked in with those venues. The only possibility that I see is if you go out to Vegas and play a neutral site group of 5 game. And before you brush that aside, LSU was going to do that this year. LSU was going to play Rice in Houston this year at NRG. And that was going to be technically a Rice home game, but Houston, heavy, fertile recruiting ground for LSU. You get to play it in an NFL stadium where you're still going to have a majority crowd because your Houston alumni base is massive, your Dallas alumni base is massive, Austin alumni base is massive, and it's a 4-hour drive from Baton Rouge. Like, you would have an 80-20 advantage in that venue when LSU played Rice. You chalk it up as a win against a group of 5 school there. And financially, the payout would be massive. Remember, the negotiated payout with Rice, LSU was getting something like $3.5 million for that game. Rice private school could afford it, the big venue. Rice wanted that for the opportunity to play LSU and to put on a national stage and to be in an NFL venue and on TV and all. Like, that's what Rice wanted. And they were going to give LSU a massive payout. So LSU was like, okay, instead of hosting Rice in Baton Rouge, while we would have the giant payout of a home game, you get to go play in Houston, guaranteed win, and to not have to host a game, you get to collect a $3.5 million paycheck just to go play? Okay. That's pretty easy. So maybe what they could be working on is a non-conference game with a group of 5 team at Raider Stadium, at Allegiant Stadium. Maybe it's UNLV. That's where UNLV plays its home games now. They're not playing at Sam Boyd Stadium anymore. What if LSU was working on a game at Allegiant against UNLV that could technically be either a neutral site or a UNLV home game where LSU gets a $3.5-4 million guarantee, and in a year where if you have a Power 5 home game, you agree to make that trip as a neutral site non-conference, it makes some sense, right? Like if it's a year where, like say 2024. 2024, you've got UCLA coming to Baton Rouge. Now, you're almost full. You got UCLA, Rice, and South Alabama already in the docket. You have one more spot. What if you could make a trip out to Vegas to take on UNLV at Allegiant Stadium? Now, I don't think you do it that year because likely what would happen is they'll fill in that year in particular with a FCS opponent, which is typically what you see with that 4th non-conference game. But 2026, you got Clemson at home. Theoretically, you could play Clemson at home and go out and play UNLV at Allegiant Stadium. I'm just throwing out a possibility of an opponent, but you understand how that could work. It's the same model that LSU just used that would have played Rice in 2020 in Houston. So just something to file away. Interesting thought there from Scott Woodward. So LSU's working on it. I like it. I mean, of course, I want all the marquee non-conference games at home. Absolutely. I mean, I want home and home with Clemson. I want home and home with Oklahoma. I want home and home with UCLA. All fans want that. You give up the game. It's a great road trip for your fan base, but you get that awesome game at home as well for the season ticket holders, and that's just also part of the tradition which makes college football awesome. But if you can schedule something like that, that's a novelty trip that your fans don't really care about having at school like Rice come into Baton Rouge. But if you can make that happen to where it's a fun trip, you expand your brand, it makes sense financially, and you could do it, I'm for it. So we'll learn more about what all that means, I guess, Sunday, 10 o'clock on WAFB. Jacques Doucet's wide-ranging interview was one-on-one with LSU Athletic Director Scott Woodward. Tune in for that. Certainly anything else that's notable, we'll talk about here on Monday. All right, it's After Further Review brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Let me knock out a quick break. We'll come back and go around the SEC. Theriot, 30 minutes from right now. Stick around.
AFR.
Brought to you by River City's 1 Hour Air, where they're always on time, or you don't pay a dime. 752-0001. 752-0001. That's the number to call to get exceptional service. 752-0001. Like Hayden and Kate Serio, customers of River City's 1 Hour Air that went and left a Google review of Christopher Spotsville. Christopher is one of the technicians over there at River City's 1 Hour Air, and here's what Hayden and Kate had to say. Christopher went above and beyond expectations today with cleaning and preventative maintenance. Thanks for all the help. That's another satisfied customer, River City's 1 Hour Air. They're expertly trained technicians who take the time to do the job right the first time, to explain to you all of your options. That's why Erica and I have been satisfied customers of River City's 1 Hour Air for years and will continue to be. Remember, if you have any type of issue and you need repair work done, mention the Moscona special. They'll save you $25 off any system repair. At River City's 1 Hour Air.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Ochsner.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
ServiceMaster Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact ServiceMaster Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. ServiceMaster Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
Hey guys, this is Ryan Theriot with Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge, and you've got to come see us for the New Year's Certified Pre-Owned event. CPO vehicles come with an unlimited mileage warranty, and right now we're offering a 2-month payment credit up to $1,500, as well as 1.99% for 36 months on all eligible models. Check them out at mbobr.com or go see my guys Nick and Hess to take your new year up a gear. See dealer for complete details and exclusions. Qualified customers only. Subject credit approval by NBFS. Must take delivery by March 1st, 2021.
Are you a licensed contractor? There's lots of good contractors in Louisiana doing work the right way, but unfortunately, too many unlicensed contractors are working outside the licensing requirements. Working as a contractor in Louisiana requires a license for the company doing the work. The Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors wants to help you get licensed to allow you to conduct work legally. It's not difficult to get the license. We can help you. Go to lacontractor.org for more information. Licensed contractors, it's the law.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
All right, we'll go around the SEC here in just a quick second. Super Sunday, of course, is Sunday. A place to watch the game, or you'll be watching at the house. Make sure you go stock up at Don Juan Cigar Bar. Grab your stogies. You're ready to enjoy the game out on the patio or wherever you'll be enjoying the game. Just make sure you have a premium cigar from Don Juan Cigar Bar with you. A lot of conversation as we inch toward free agency and what's going to transpire coming up less than a month from right now. As the Saints have a lot of options on the table and all the guys they're talking about. We spent a lot of this week talking about Jameis Winston and what's going to happen there at the quarterback position. We've also talked a lot about priority free agents for New Orleans, most notably Marcus Williams and Trey Hendrickson. And a lot of focus has been on Hendrickson. I was looking at this today, and the USA Today Saints page, saintswire.com, if you want to check it out, had a write-up on Hendrickson and maybe some possible landing spots. And it makes sense. The ones that they listed are basically bad teams that can't rush the passer that have a lot of cap space. So Jacksonville, the Jets, the Patriots, the Bengals, all those make a lot of sense. And those are probably the teams that the Saints are going to be bidding against. I'm just really going to be fascinated to see what the market holds for Trey Hendrickson. And ultimately, he's probably going to have a decision to make. You're not going to franchise tag him because that dollar amount would bump up near $20 million. For Trey Hendrickson next year. So you're not going to spend that money for Trey Hendrickson for a year, especially when you're cap strapped. More likely what the Saints will do with Hendrickson and Marcus Williams and basically all of their free agents, Jameis Winston, is try to sign them to team-friendly deals where they're light cap numbers early and backloaded, but you compensate them with a big signing bonus. What is that number and what is it going to be worth? So, for example, Joey Bosa with the Chargers signed a deal worth $27 million a year. It's a $135 million contract. Myles Garrett's getting $25 million a year. Khalil Mack, $23 million. DeMarcus Lawrence, $21 million. Frank Clark, $20.8 million. Von Miller's at $19. Trey Flowers, $18 million a year. Cam Jordan at $17.5. So this is, I think, where you start to look at where's the benchmark for a guy like Hendrickson. Are you willing to pay? Where are you willing to slot him in? Because if Hendrickson's at 17.5, I'm sorry, Jordan's at 17.5, D Ford at 17, Eric Armstead at 17, Matt Judon at 16.8, Zadarius Smith at 16.5, Chandler Jones at 16.5, Melvin Ingram at 16, Shaq Barrett, Bud Dupree, Dante Fowler in the 15 range. Like, that's probably the range that some team is going to be willing to pay for Trey Hendrickson. And are you willing to stomach that? Danielle Hunter at 14.4. I mean, who would you rather have? Danielle Hunter, who's a proven commodity but coming off a season where he was injured, or Trey Hendrickson, who might be a one-year wonder at $14 million a year? That's the decision the Saints ultimately are going to have to make. And if there's a team out there that's going to overpay for Trey Hendrickson based on 1 year of production. I mean, what I do know about New Orleans, and they've shown us this time and again, is they'll have their number for Trey Hendrickson like they do with every team or every player. They had it with Mark Ingram. They had it with Von Bell. Players they would have liked to have had back that they made competitive offers to. But ultimately, the thing that it's odd because the Saints have existed so far above the salary cap for so long now. It's so odd that they would put their foot down so staunchly with certain free agents. Like the Mark Ingram deal, probably Mark Ingram balked at the Saints deal, and the one he ended up signing with the Ravens was like $100,000 more. It was negligible, especially when you consider taxes and agent fees and all that stuff. Same with Von Bell. So I don't know what that number is going to be, but what I know is that the Saints are going to have their number that they're willing to pay for Trey Hendrickson, and that's going to be it. And if Trey Hendrickson wants to win, he'll stay in New Orleans, take a team-friendly deal, or if he wants to cash in on his lottery ticket, he's just going to go to the highest bidder, which, by the way, is what I would do if I were him. And that's probably not going to be a great outcome for New Orleans. But, I mean, when you're in your mid-20s, and this is realistically the only massive contract Trey Hendrickson's going to sign. He was a third-round pick. He was on a rookie third-year deal. Guy made right at $1 million this year, pre-tax and agent fees and all that stuff. But he cashed in on his money year, and now he's going to sign that big contract. But it's unlikely that whatever deal he signs, 4 or 5 years, that through this he's going to get an even bigger deal on top of that, like Cam Jordan did. I don't know that Hendrickson is going to end up being that type of pass rusher. The odds are, the percentages are that he's not. So what are you willing to pay? And Trey Hendrickson's got to realize this is your opportunity to cash in. Then maybe later in your career, if you go to a losing franchise, later in your career, maybe you take a lesser deal to try to go win late in your career. But man, I always think of this, and I'll give you this example, and it'll probably jog a memory for a lot of you. Do you remember when Derek Jeter got his 3,000th hit? Derek Jeter's 3,000th hit was a home run at Yankee Stadium. And there was a guy who was 23 years old who caught the home run ball, and come to find out he had like $100,000 in student debt. And that ball on the market would have commanded, at the time, the estimates were $250,000. And that guy decided to give the ball to Derek Jeter. Now, the Yankees gave him some sweet tickets for the rest of the season. Jeter gave him some signed swag and all that stuff. But nothing is going to be valued the way that ball would have been valued. That could have been life-changing. And he gave it away. And you could say, well, that's the ethical thing to do. I say baloney. I say you had a gift and you just gave it right back. I mean, there's nothing ethical about that. I mean, the guy probably just wanted to do right by Derek Jeter. But that's not Derek Jeter's ball. He's not owed it. You were a fan in the stand. It's your ball. And you were given a lottery ticket and you threw it away. That's kind of how I see Trey Hendrickson right now. I mean, you could stay in New Orleans and you could probably win and make a really nice living. Or you can go cash in because this is your biggest opportunity to do so. I'm not pushing Trey Hendrickson out the door. I would love to see the Saints be competitive and re-sign him and make sure that he's here opposite Cam Jordan. And then you have a rotation with Marcus Davenport, Trey Hendrickson, Cam Jordan, and likely as Cam Jordan exits his career at whatever point that is, still playing at a high level, then you have those two guys that become your benchmarks. I mean, that's the ideal situation if it could play out that way. But, man, I don't know if I'm Trey Hendrickson that I'm not just saying, all right, who's going to give me the most money, and that's where I go. All right, it's After Further Review. Glad to have you hanging out with us here. We're brought to you by the Aesthetic Medicine and Anti-Aging Clinics of Louisiana. I'll keep reminding you, the Ideal Protein Diet, they got great clinicians over there. They're holding my hand through it. They can do the same for you. Keeps you accountable. And if you maybe have tried every weight loss plan, this is a phenomenal one. In 10 days, I've lost 9 pounds. I've lost 10 total inches already. The whole premise is, man, they are going to get that weight off of you quick, and that you're going to commit for 90 days. You are going to commit for 90 days to changing your lifestyle. And they're going to get that weight off of you quick. And then they're going to teach you how to continue living your life normally again, but under the parameters of the Ideal Protein Diet so you can maintain this weight and maintain this lifestyle. It's at the Aesthetic Medicine and Anti-Aging Clinics of Louisiana, Blue Bond in Baton Rouge, Ambassador Caffrey and Lafayette, and online at theantiagingclinics.com. Okay, do it every day about this time. Let's go around the SEC.
Around the SEC, presented by Gulf Coast Office Products, excellence in imaging solutions. The Kentucky Wildcats.
So Kentucky's added a quarterback via transfer. Grad transfer Will Levis has announced he's leaving Penn State and committing to Kentucky. Has 3 years of eligibility remaining. Started 2 games during his career at Penn State. 6'3", 222. Kentucky enters the spring limited at quarterback. They got redshirt freshman Bo Allen, junior Joey Gatewood, and then, of course, now the transfer, Will Levis.
The Arkansas Razorbacks.
Junior defensive end Julius Coates has entered the transfer portal. Coates played 3 games for the Razorbacks in 2020 with 3 starts. 6'6", 289. Coates finished this year with 18 tackles.
The Auburn Tigers.
2 Auburn seniors plan to take advantage of their free year of eligibility. They'll return in 2021. They are defensive tackle Tyrone Truesdale and quarterback Grant Loy. Truesdale is a 2-year starter at defensive tackle. Loy is a former grad transfer from Bowling Green. He was Auburn's backup behind Bo Nix last season, so he'll be back. And also, Brian Harson's 2021 class not complete just yet. On Friday, they got a commit for 3-star running back Jarquez Hunter, the 17th commit for Auburn's class, 5'10", 190, the number 36 running back in the country, committed to Auburn over Mississippi State, Memphis, Iowa, and others.
The Florida Gators.
And Florida got a jump start on 2022 Friday. 4-star defensive end out of Miami, Francois Knowlton, picked the Gators over Bama, Auburn, Florida State, LSU, Miami, Mississippi State, South Carolina, and many others. 6'4", 225. Knowlton is the second player to commit to the Gators' 2022 recruiting class. And there you have it. That is Around the SEC, presented by Gulf Coast Office Products. Shout out to our guy Trey Beal and our friends at Gulf Coast Office Products. They're online at gcopnet.com. gcopnet.com for Gulf Coast Office Products. Whoa. That, I think you caught, if you're watching, I sailed the goal, hit that brick wall. It hit the back of the camera, and then I think you saw it fall. Oh, we're going to watch it on delay here. Watch it on CST on delay. Here it comes. Watch it. It hit and it fell in front of the camera. That was a bad miss. Really got to take my time a little more. Anyway, Gulf Coast Office Products, gcopnet.com, gcopnet.com for Gulf Coast Office Products. All right, y'all, it's after further review. Great day. Glad to have you aboard with us here. Theriot, 14 minutes from right now. Man, a whole lot to get into, and glad to have you hanging out. Let me knock out a break. Muso will have Around the SEC to wrap up the hour when we come back. A lot to get to still, and of course, Theriot will have his letter and kick rocks and all that good stuff. So it is a Friday edition of AFR. Heading into Super Sunday. Stick around on AFR.
AFR.
Brought to you by Ichiban Essen near Perkins. Voted by you the best sushi and best hibachi in the best of 225, but also now from Ichiban. Their newest concept is Bo-Ru Ramen in Electric Depot. This is authentic Japanese ramen. Patrick Wong went to Japan to study under the best ramen chefs in the world. Every noodle is handmade there at Bo-Ru. Their broth is a 30-hour process. If you're thinking ramen like what you ate in college, the 50-cent packets, this ain't that. This is an authentic Japanese dining experience. Think outside the box. Try something different this weekend, and Bo-Ru in Electric Depot is amazing if you've not seen the vibe yet. Great bar with Asian-inspired cocktails, top-shelf liquor, draft beer, and, of course, the best ramen you will eat anywhere. Electric Depot on Government Street. Try them this weekend. Bo-Ru Ramen.
At Corvette Toyota in Opelousas, Happy Town USA, $2,000 can get you into a new Camry for $299 a month. That's $299 per month. So come on down to Happy Town. That's Corvette Toyota in Opelousas, Happy Town USA.
Have you been issued a ticket for texting, speeding, or other traffic violations? Have you made a mistake? We all have. You're not a bad person. Call the law offices of O.C. Brown at 225-343-1111 or connect with us online at ocbrown.com.
This isn't just another day. It's so much more. Kelly's life was put on hold when her auctioneer primary care doctor discovered a rare blood disorder. Her doctor connected her to an auctioneer care team of cancer, heart, and kidney specialists. With multiple primary care locations around Baton Rouge, same-day appointments, and online scheduling, we're relentless about keeping you healthy. Auctioneer Baton Rouge, innovating healthcare for Kelly.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
ServiceMaster Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact ServiceMaster Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. ServiceMaster Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
All right, wrapping up hour number one. Theriot, 9 minutes from right now. Right now, Muso has Tigers in the pros.
Tigers in the pros. They still bleed purple and gold. They're just really rich now. Presented by Kentucky's Best Hemp. Find them online at kysbesthemp.com.
Round of applause for former Tiger Skylar Mays. Got on the board for the first time in the NBA last night in the Hawks 112-91 loss. Mays got some time at the end of the game. Only 4 minutes of play, but did record his first 2 points. They came at the stripe, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Mays did add 2 rebounds as well.
Did you see it? He missed a 3. Got the rebound, and they got fouled. Okay.
Hey, man, hustle play. He was 0 of 3 from the field. But, hey, man.
You were like, hey, man, get the video of his first points. Like, oh, it's a miss.
Wow, man, the free throws.
Got the free throw. Got the free throw.
Oh,
hey, wasn't Kobe's first points at the free throw line? If I'm not mistaken, I think Kobe's first NBA point was at the free throw line.
So you heard it here first. Skylar Mays is Kobe Bryant.
He will be. He will be Kobe Bryant in the NBA. That's how it goes. Yes. Attaboy, Sky.
Breaks the seal, man. That's half the battle. That's the first step. You got to get on the board, and he did. Update from TPC Scottsdale. Sam Burns following up a 64 yesterday, is 2 under par through 5 holes today. Eagled the par 5 third. Pars on the card the rest of the way, but he is tied for 6th. 9 under par. Going to make the weekend barring a disaster, and only 2 shots back of the lead of Steve Stricker and Keegan Bradley at 11 under par. NBA tonight. Tremont Waters and the Celtics back on the floor, as well as Naz Reid and the Timberwolves back on the floor. The Sixers had a game last night. Ben Simmons held out for load management.
Oh, load management.
Yeah.
Hey, I have one more.
What you got?
I just this literally just came on my timeline.
All right.
Aaron Epps.
Hey.
He says big blessings this year at Canton Charge. So I guess he's playing for the Canton Charge.
G League.
There's Aaron Epps still rocking the massive flat top, which makes him look taller than he is. And the Canton Charge, which I would guess is a G League affiliate with the Cavs. Uniforms look very similar.
Sounds right.
And they have the Sugardale logo on their jersey. I mean, there's several logos actually on their jersey, but the one prominently right there around the belly button is Sugardale.
That's a weird spot for your sponsor logo, just to be honest.
You can see it. There's another one above the team name there, but I can't tell what it is. See if we can zoom Might be bad TV, Paul. Sorry. But let's zoom and see if we can see that.
Next thing you know, the Canton Charge are going to sell their bus windshield.
Oh, look at that. Newtons. Oh, it's the Salvation Army. It says doing the most good, and it's the Salvation Army logo. What's a better logo? Salvation Army or Sugardale?
Gotta go with Sugardale.
I know. It's certainly more noticeable.
It's good stuff.
It's definitely it's definitely bold. Now, what is Sugardale? All right, Muso.
No idea.
While I talk about Kentucky's best hemp, you look up Sugardale.
Okay.
Presented by KYSBestHemp.com. KYSBestHemp.com. Promo code AFR30 to save 30% off your order at Kentucky's Best Hemp. Of course, all natural CBD oil. Great for inflammation, anxiety, helps sleeping at night potentially as well. Get the salve. If you've got achy knees or joints, put the salve on your knees or wherever you might be having pain. Kentucky's Best Hemp, and use the promo code AFR30 to save 30% at
KYSBestHemp.com. KYSBestHemp.com. Sugardale is a food company. They are committed to providing the best quality meats. Sugardale Foods Incorporated, founded in 1920.
Sugardale?
Sugardale.
Providing meats?
Yep.
Well, that's weird. They should be Meatdale.
That does not sound as good, and you know it.
But it's also misleading to call yourself Sugardale and you're selling meats.
It's true.
Don't mislead your audience. With that said, Theriot next.
AFR.
Brought to you by the Williamson Eye Center, WilliamsonEYE.com. WilliamsonEYE.com. 924-2020, 924-2020. Let 2021 be the year you see 2020. So, it's almost Mardi Gras. I know we're not going to have parades, but most people around here, because kiddos have off for Mardi Gras, you go on a trip, right? A lot of people do that. They get out of town. And COVID's been a crazy year, so many of you might be getting up on an airplane to find a place, maybe go skiing or whatever it is you do for Mardi Gras. And you know what's going to happen. You're going to pack the contacts, the contact case, the contact solution, but in the travel size, because you can't fly with the big size of contact solution, make sure you bring an extra pair of contacts in case you tear one or something happens like that. You lose one while you're skiing or if you're in the water, whatever may happen. That always stinks if it does. And you got to make sure you pack your glasses as well. So when you take out your contacts, you have your glasses. You get to, or you can just call the Williamson Eye Center and get LASIK and never need to fool with that stuff again, like I did. 924-2020, WilliamsonEYE.com.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Auctioner.
Hey guys, this is Ryan Theriot with Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge, and you've got to come see us for the New Year's Certified Pre-Owned event. CPO vehicles come with an unlimited mileage warranty, and right now we're offering a 2-month payment credit up to $1,500, as well as 1.99% for 36 months on all eligible models. Check them out at mbobr.com or go see my guys Nick and Hess to take your new year up a gear. See dealer for complete details and exclusions. Qualified customers only. Subject credit approval by NBFS. Must take delivery by March 1st, 2021.
Are you a licensed contractor? There's lots of good contractors in Louisiana doing work the right way, but unfortunately, too many unlicensed contractors are working outside the licensing requirements. Working as a contractor in Louisiana requires a license for the company doing the work. The Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors wants to help you get licensed to allow you to conduct work legally. It's not difficult to get the license. We can help you. Go to lacontractor.org for more information. Licensed contractors, it's the law.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
Callahan Injury Lawyers. This is Sports Center.
I'm Doug Brown. ESPN's Jeff Passan reports free agent right-hander Trevor Bauer will sign a 3-year deal with the world champion Dodgers worth $102 million. The deal includes opt-outs after each of the first 2 years. Bauer won the National League Cy Young in 2020 with the Reds. Perhaps you've heard Super Bowl 55 coming up Sunday. How can the Chiefs best deal with their banged-up offensive line? ESPN's Dan Orlovsky.
What they'll do is there'll be pocket movement. You know, they'll half roll Patrick Mahomes out and, maybe slide the offensive line one way. They'll get into empty.
Dan Orlovsky on Greeny. The Big Ten releases the fall football schedule today. The traditional rivalry games will be played Thanksgiving weekend. ESPN's Adam Rittenberg reports Northwestern will host Purdue at Wrigley Field. Serena Williams withdraws from an Australian Open tune-up tournament with a right shoulder injury. Williams made the announcement after advancing to the semifinals of that event against Ash Barty.
With no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, and an app that lets you bank anytime, anywhere, choosing Capital One is like the easiest decision in the history of decisions. That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria. Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios.
That's right.
Boy, yeah, they call him the Riot. Born and raised in the swamps, on the fight like a tiger. He going beast mode, baby, he a beast though. What you think he supposed to do? You pitch a better reload. Get the point.
After further review, the Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot.
Here comes Theriot. The throw, not in time. Scudero delivers, and the Giants lead 4-3 in the 10th.
104.5, 104.9 ESPN Baton Rouge, 100.3 ESPN New Orleans.
This is legit, dude. Check me out. I got camo paint on my face.
Ryan Theriot hitless in 4 at-bats.
When it's 20 degrees, Matt, and you're sitting in a deer stand, it's freezing cold. Okay, you need a beanie on your head.
Our weekly visit with Ryan Theriot is brought to you by Bowie Outfitters. Bowie Outfitters, your home for everything outdoors.
Hour 2, off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. I'm Matt.
Thanks, bud. I appreciate it.
Paul O'Neill.
They're chanting Paul O'Neill's name.
Muso. Glad you are as well. Get out there and make it a good one. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
I could have kept going.
You had more?
Oh, I had more. I
Good
mean,
lungs, bro.
do you know how much I talk every day? I mean, these lungs. You want me to just? I mean, I could have done that for probably the whole segment.
How long can you hold your breath underwater?
I don't know. I haven't really tried lately. Do you think there's a correlation?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think so. Like to what you were just doing and holding your breath?
I don't know, man. I think
so.
I think holding your breath is really just willpower.
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, you have to like train to hold your breath.
That's what I'm saying. Well, there's training, there's willpower, but like I think, you ever seen the video of the fighters that do that? Like there's MMA guys or boxers that train by holding their breath underwater, and then some of them hold their breath for like 2 minutes. It's wild.
How does that help you in the ring?
I don't know. Mental toughness?
I
guess too. Did you ever train like that?
Nope. I don't know that holding your breath would have helped you on the baseball field much.
Did you do any more than just like slug beers and spit sunflower seeds? Was that your training?
No,
Was that your training regimen?
I trained. Just ask Mac Chiulli over at Traction.
Really?
My training was a little different, though, honestly. Toward, I guess, the middle of my career, I really got serious about working out and training and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was never to improve. It was just to not get hurt.
It makes sense.
You know what I mean? Like it so,
makes sense, yeah.
in other words, if Mac would drop a workout and I felt like it was too strenuous and I was risking injury, I just tapped out. I'm out.
Yeah. See ya.
Yeah, come on, bro.
See ya,
I'm not
coach.
trying to get any better here today. I'm just trying to just stay status quo. I'm trying to maintain what I got.
I need to not get hurt is what I need.
Right. And these gassers you got me running there, Hoss, ain't doing it. That's too much.
The best ability is availability. You know. What if I pull a hammy?
I'm not lifting all that weight. I'm not doing it because I'm risking injury. And then I'm going to sue your butt if I get hurt. It's your fault.
Yeah.
So I'm out of here.
Who is that?
Mac
who?
Chiulli.
Never heard of him.
Chiulli.
Never heard of him.
He didn't like it when I did that.
What?
Just bounced.
Who?
Mac.
Who?
The guy. Yeah, that guy.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, never heard of him. You had a good week? Anything on your mind?
Good week, yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely have something on my mind today.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You usually have something on your mind when you come in here.
Yep.
Yeah. Normally you've spent some time reflecting and have something that you'd like to say to everybody.
Yeah, so this has happened a couple times this week to me. I'm not going to name any names, but it's happened a lot in the past, and I just didn't really ever notice it, I guess, until this week. And so, for whatever reason, it stuck out, and I'd like to talk about it today. And so,
is everything okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
So I just penned a letter. Hope you guys enjoy it.
You penned it, huh?
Yep.
You typed it in the notes section on your phone.
With my thumbs. Dear guy or gal that talks about their diet and their workout without being asked.
This is not me. All right? This is not me.
Newsflash! Nobody cares! I get it. You're proud of yourself for finally kicking the habit of crushing a box of Little Debbie Swiss cake rolls and downing a gallon of Blue Bell ice cream before bedtime, but dang, you don't have to bring up your fad diet every time I look at you.
This is not me, by the way. I do not do this.
I didn't say your name.
I feel like you're completely looking at me.
It's not you. This is not you.
It's not me.
Don't you love it when you get that like that tired, exhausted, sad face from somebody and they're just like, right? They give you you walk up to them and it's like the heavy breathing, slow blinks. Like they're basically looking at you saying, please ask me if I'm tired from my workout or not. Because I'm wearing my Lulu pants and a muscle shirt and I'm sweating and I'm walking around like this. Look.
You gotta lean back like this. So you gotta do this. You gotta lean back like this. Whew. Yeah, you gotta audibly exhale. Go. And then when you move, you're like,
Yeah, that's the please
what's
ask
the matter?
me.
Oh man, sore. I did buys today. Just like, when I had the 55s, my third set just felt a little something. So I scaled back to 35 for the other 8 sets.
You know what I mean?
Of 12.
That's the face or the look. It's what happens, though. Now, listen, that's the face or the look that you get when somebody wants to tell you how many burpees they did at their dumb fad workout place that they go to. Shut up. Nobody cares. Or how kickboxing's the best workout under the sun. Are you serious?
It's a pretty good workout.
Get out of
It's a really good workout.
Okay.
You get some cardio, you get strength,
Yeah,
flexibility.
See, the guy, anytime somebody on TV's doing it to music, it's not a good workout.
That's not true.
That is
Most
true.
of the times, it's just people need to move their body. Whatever gets people moving, I'm for that, as opposed to sitting around doing nothing.
Come on. I may not show it because I'm a nice guy, but in my head, I'm rolling my eyes, counting the days until you quit. I didn't mean you.
It sounds like you're looking right at me.
Stop trying to brag about the amount of protein you eat. I don't care. If you had any sense at all, you'd know that your body can only digest a certain amount, and you're literally pooing out the rest. You are basically pooing your money down the drain. I love this one. You ready? Hey, buddy, you want to grab a bite to eat for lunch? Nah, man, I started keto.
Hey, now hold on. That's not fair.
What is keto? And who cares about keto?
Because, all right, so, no, go ahead. I'm coming back at you on this because that's just not fair. Because
does that
this
mean-
is a point, like a point of procedure here.
Oh.
No, this is a point of emphasis.
Let me keep going, and you're going to feel better about this. Trust me. Hey, buddy, you want to grab a bite to eat for lunch?
Sure.
Nah, man, I'm on keto. What does that mean? You can't eat?
Yeah, okay.
Look, I get it. Diets help people hold themselves accountable. Okay? Understand that. Matt has recently started the Ideal Protein Diet. He's down a bunch of weight, and he looks great.
Do I look great?
You do. I can see it in your face today.
I always start in my face and my stomach. It's always where I start to lose.
But at a lunch meeting about a week or so ago, he ordered like a normal human being.
What does that mean?
He ordered chicken and broccoli.
Yeah.
You didn't make the rest of the table feel like fat slobs.
No. Well, 3 of the 4 people at the table got chicken and broccoli. And then
Tilly did that to himself.
And then Tilly crushed a gigantic burger with bacon
And an
and
extra large
mushrooms
Coke.
and an extra large Coke and fries and like a fried egg on top.
Right. Yeah, but that's Tilly.
And then he wanted a side of grease so he could dip the burger in the side of grease as well. Not ketchup. He wanted grease. Just dip it in grease.
If you
I hope
work
he's
out.
listening right now.
Yes, yeah. If you work out, there's no reason to stay in your workout clothes all day. Okay?
No, go on if it's comfortable.
Nope. Please act like a normal human being and shower after your workout.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And then dress like an adult, okay? We don't need you to have the little Lulu shorts on and the tight shirt the rest of the day. Like,
are you like against yoga pants?
I said shorts.
But that's workout clothes. You said workout clothes.
And stop posting pictures of yourself in the gym on social media. I'm looking at all you guys.
Yeah.
Quit it. It's tired. Grow
Yeah.
up. I'm proud that
You're
you've
craving
decided to take a hold of your health and make a few life changes.
Yeah.
I think that's wonderful.
I agree. Yeah.
It's not an easy thing to do.
True.
However, telling everyone about it does not help your progress.
I don't know. Some people just need some encouragement.
Sincerely, Ryan.
I mean, I feel like that was directed specifically at me.
Not at all.
And especially the part about, hey, man, you want to go eat? No, man, I started keto. Like, I went to 2 business lunches this week at restaurants. Now, I'm the guy when we're ordering, it's like, all right, now look, I want the fish and vegetables, but you can't use any butter. Whatever else you put on there, all the good stuff, don't do that. Just use a little bit of oil and salt and pepper. And then 2 things of broccoli. Same thing. Just a little bit of oil, salt and pepper, that's it. I'm that guy now.
I think I'd rather that guy than not eat. Or you know what I mean? Like,
We got to eat.
yeah. Just order a water and sit there and talk for your lunch. Like, I mean, I'm all right with it. I'm all right with it.
I feel like you're just pointing right at me.
No, that wasn't directed at
you're
you.
Staring through my soul.
That
And
wasn't
it's just not
directed at
fair
you.
because I think I've been. This happened today. They cooked burgers here today. TJ lost a sales bet or something like that, so he had to feed everybody. So they had burgers, and so 3 different people came to tell me, "Hey, man, we got burgers." I'm like, "Man, I can't." I mean, what do you say? You have to explain why you're not eating people's food.
No, you don't. You could just say, no, I'm good. I already ate.
Last Sunday, our whole family had a brunch. Family member cooked a magnificent, a spread that you wouldn't even see at restaurants. Amazing brunch. I had to bring my food because I couldn't eat any of it based on ideal protein.
You brought you brought a bag of food to that?
I had to.
Why didn't you just eat before? See, I don't like that guy.
Because it was 11 o'clock.
Because now you're the look at me, I'm healthy, and all you other guys aren't guy.
I'm not that guy, but it's when you have to eat.
But that was that guy.
I didn't schedule what time the brunch was.
I understand that. Maybe you could have slipped out to your car and eaten a little bit.
No.
You know what? It wasn't directed toward you, but hearing that is now it's kind of directed toward you.
I hate you so much.
Just being.
I hate you. That's not fair at all. It's not fair at all.
So
I should just not go?
No, you could go. Just eat before or eat after.
That wasn't an option.
Of course it's an option. How's that not an option?
Because at certain times of the day you have to eat.
How long are you there for? 10 hours?
We were there for 4 hours, yeah.
There wasn't a 30-minute, 15-minute period you could have snuck off and eaten something?
When we go sit in my car.
Rather than bringing your bag lunch of all healthy stuff to make everybody else feel bad?
It was a piece of fish and some vegetables. It's a big old plate of food.
Look, I wasn't there, so I don't know how you made your guests so the people that were around you feel, but I would imagine you probably made them feel pretty bad.
They weren't my guests. I was a guest.
Well, the host. Probably made the host feel like crap.
No, I think they were really glad that we all showed up. That's all. All right. So after further review, who do Kick Rocks next? I'm going to start by telling Ryan to Kick Rocks, loser. It's AFR.
AFR.
Brought to you by Darren James and Associates, powered by eXp Realty. Every home listed by every company, all in one place. Agent225.com. If you need to sell your home, call Darren James. Because Darren James is on the Wall Street Journal's list of the top 1,000 realtors in America. As a matter of fact, he's in the top 1% of realtors in the entire United States of America. You need to sell your home? Call a realtor that sells more homes than anyone. Actually, Darren spends thousands of dollars advertising his listings. Here's one that's new on the site today. Creekstone Avenue in Prairieville, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,800 square feet, $259,900 in the Greystone subdivision. Check it out right now at agent225.com. Agent225.com. That could be your home. Getting a live mention in a radio ad. Just one of the many ways Darren markets his properties to get him home sold faster for more money. 335-7666. If you need to sell your home, call Darren James. Get your home sold.
Hey guys, this is Ryan Theriot with Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge, and you've got to come see us for the New Year's Certified Pre-Owned event. CPO vehicles come with an unlimited mileage warranty, and right now we're offering a 2-month payment credit up to $1,500, as well as 1.99% for 36 months on all eligible models. Check them out at mbobr.com or go see my guys Nick and Hess to take your new year up a gear. See dealer for complete details and exclusions. Qualified customers only. Subject to credit approval by NBFS. Must take delivery by March 1st. 2021.
Meet football legend Tom Flores, a.k.a. the Iceman, a.k.a. the first Latino quarterback and head coach ever, a.k.a. why isn't he in the hall yet? Well, Coors Light is going to do something about it.
I'll drink to that.
This isn't just another day. It's so much more. Kelly's life was put on hold when her auctioneer primary care doctor discovered a rare blood disorder. Her doctor connected her to an auctioneer care team of cancer, heart, and kidney specialists. With multiple primary care locations around Baton Rouge, same-day appointments, and online scheduling, we're relentless about keeping you healthy. Auctioneer Baton Rouge, innovating healthcare for Kelly.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
ServiceMaster Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact ServiceMaster Elite to get your operation ready for reopening. with germ disinfection cleaning. Service Master Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
Are you a licensed contractor? There's lots of good contractors in Louisiana doing work the right way, but unfortunately, too many unlicensed contractors are working outside the licensing requirements. Working as a contractor in Louisiana requires a license for the company doing the work. The Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors wants to help you get licensed to allow you to conduct work legally. It's not difficult to get the license. We can help you. Go to lacontractor.org for more information. Licensed contractors, it's the law.
$14,000 off MSRP on a new 2020 Ford Expedition XLT. All new Bayou Ford vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty, and with Bayou to You, free delivery right to your door.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria. The Riot Radio Hour with Ryan Theriot and Matt Moscona, presented by Bowie Outfitters.
Hey, what's going on over at Bowie Outfitters right now there, buddy, old pal, old guy?
Let me get my cord right.
I was trying to help you out there. Give you a little bit of time. And stop texting nonsense during the break.
It's not nonsense. It's actually really funny.
No, I know what you're doing. You're making fun of more people. It's like you spent your whole first segment making fun of me and other people who are trying to better themselves, and you spend the break making fun of people who sound funny on radio ads. That's what you're doing. I know what you're doing over there.
They do sound funny.
See?
Okay, Bowie Outfitters.
Yeah.
So
by the way, you sound so stupid on this Bowie Outfitters ad, too.
Hunting season's winding down. Okay.
You mean sitting and waiting season?
Winding down, coming to an end. But there's good news. And Bowie Outfitters is the place to go get that good news, and that's fishing is right around the corner. It's spring is coming. Okay, it's on its way.
Now this is tougher than hunting for sure.
Yeah, much more difficult than hunting.
Now, fishing would be the fishing equivalent of hunting is getting a bunch of fish and then just putting them in a bucket and then just
or a barrel
and then just getting a net and just like scooping them up like, oh, got one.
No,
look how great I am at this.
No. I don't think
hunters.
You get them in the barrel and then you shoot them.
Hunters.
Fishing season's right around the corner. Go check them out at Bowie Outfitters. Everything you need to get prepared for fishing season this year. Freshwater, saltwater, you name it. I was in there last week. Got all kind of great stuff. Go check them out at Bowie Outfitters or BowieOutfitters.com.
I will do kick rocks in just a quick second. You want to ask me why I got a red shirt on today?
Why do you have a red shirt on today?
Because today is National Wear Red Day.
Oh, nice.
Did you know that?
I did not.
In awareness of and support for heart disease, not support for heart disease, but awareness of and support for charities that bring awareness to heart disease and fight heart disease. And, of course, Drew is a heart baby, part of the Zipper Club. That's what they call it if you got the scar. They call them the Zipper Club. So shout out to everybody who has been affected by heart disease, who their families might be affected by heart disease, whether you are young or old, and raise some awareness. And if you can, find a charity that might be near and dear to you that could certainly use help, draw an awareness, that does great work to fight heart disease and help families that do. I can tell you that I don't mind mentioning, I'm a board member for the Congenital Heart Foundation of Louisiana, which awards grants to heart patients, young and old. So you can look them up online, chfofla.com or .org, excuse me, Congenital Heart Foundation of Louisiana, just see it. So there's Drew right there. Look, that was Drew at Christmas this year, and this was Drew after heart surgery. Whoops, there we go. There was Drew after heart surgery with a little Santa hat on. So, man, families go through a lot, you know. So, was a little scar there. There's Drew smiling. For those who are watching, if you're not watching, then you're probably obviously not seeing this. But anyway, shout out to everybody who has dealt with or continues to deal with heart disease. There's Erica and Drew when Drew's a baby. He had the little things up his nostrils. Little guy. Anyway, so wear red today and support people who
he's a miracle,
who battle heart disease. Yeah, He's an awesome guy.
He really is.
You got to see him again last weekend. He loves Ryan. I don't know why. Just does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That's my dude.
It kind of is. So, anyway, let's do Kick Rocks.
It's now time to Kick Rocks with Ryan Theriot.
Kick rock.
Presented by Roto-Rooter Plumbing.
NBA can kick rocks because they're so dang sensitive.
What are you looking at? Kick Rocks.
As a matter of fact, the NFL can kick rocks too.
We've got rocks. You know what to do.
In that case, then Matt's going to have to kick rocks.
Now let's see if Ryan Theriot actually prepared for this week's segment.
I'm going to tell myself to kick rocks.
Get on down the road and kick rocks.
I'm going to start. You can kick rocks, Ryan Theriot. You can kick rocks for taking aim at everybody who's trying to improve their life by cleaning up their diet, by being more active, by trying to be healthy. And you went today on air in the first 10 minutes of this show and you tore them all down. And that's not cool. You should be supportive of people that are trying to be a better version of themselves, and you weren't that today. Ryan Theriot. Theriot!
The Penn State Twitter account can kick rocks.
Kick rock.
You seen this?
The football Twitter account?
Yeah.
What'd they do?
A Penn State football player has appeared in every Super Bowl. Big giant letters. And then up under it, real small, it says, except 5 since 1967.
Oh, God, I need to find this now.
Yeah. They're getting hammered. Everybody's hammering them. I think Ole Miss football replied. Like the whole deal.
Wait, look. Oh, my God. A Penn Stater has appeared in his giant letters every Super. No, wait, I'm going to zoom in.
Every Super Bowl. Except
for 5 since
1967. What a bunch of idiots.
What?
What are we doing? Oh, it's good. They're getting hammered. Ole Miss is on them. Oh, everybody's on them. You name it. They're getting crushed. What are these guys doing? It's so good.
Who thought that was a good idea?
Somebody. It's a Penn Stater.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just say...
Just list all the years.
Right, list the years.
Yeah.
Or say, has appeared in 50 of 55 Super Bowls. Or like you said, list all the years. There's a way you can make that look awesome, except other than like trying to sneak it at the bottom like no one would notice except for 5. Dude, whoever's in charge of their digital media, swing and a miss, bro. That is bad.
You like that, huh?
Woo. The New Hampshire Fisher Cats.
Yeah.
Did you see this?
Yeah, I got it all.
The Fisher Cats have won every championship except for 13 since 2004.
UMBC had a really good one, too.
Oh, no.
UMBC had a really good one, too.
Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt has won every game in 2020 except for the 9 they played. This is so good. I'm going to do this all night tonight. I'm going to look at every reply on this. How many replies on this tweet? Oh, my God. There are 3,000 quote tweets. Holy crap. How many replies on this? I'm going to spend so much time on this tonight. An absolutely uncomfortable amount of time on this tonight. Oh, my God.
You love that.
The Nebraska 14-time national champions. The 95 team counts as 10. It's so good. I love the internet. Oh, I love the internet. Oh my God. Oh my God. I love the internet so much. I want more. I want more.
All right, you can do this tonight. Here we go. We got to stay on task here. Stay on schedule. I normally like Teddy Bruschi, Matt.
I'm not paying attention to anything else.
You're locked in on this.
I am just.
I should have done that one last.
Tennessee, a Volunteer has won every SEC game except for 80 since 2005.
And then they put the guy falling on his face.
Oh, Florida's won every home game in 2020 except for the time Marco Wilson threw a shoot 20 yards downfield, costing them everything. Oh, man. Oh, my stomach hurts. Oh man. This guy, look at this guy. This guy randomly golfing at like a local municipal course. I have won every major of all time, except all of them. Ow. Oh man. Oh man. How many people listening to radio right now have no idea what we're talking about? Because they can't see it.
They're looking though. They're looking.
Oh God.
It's so good.
Oh my God. Oh. The Pittsburgh Panthers have appeared in every ACC championship except for 7 since joining the ACC in 2013.
What account? What account is that coming from? Their account?
No, it's not.
When official accounts do it, I think it's great.
Are there official accounts doing it?
Yeah, Ole Miss did it.
Ole Miss did it?
Yeah.
Ole Miss did it. Michigan's done it. Like I said, UMBC did it. They've got a lot of them doing it.
Oh, well, Ole Miss can't say it. Well, Ole Miss Rebel has won every Super Bowl except for the ones they didn't. I can't really get down with Ole Miss doing it because Ole Miss does have a 2003 SEC Western Division championship sign in their stadium. So, like, Ole Miss doesn't really have any room to clown on anybody. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go reply to Ole Miss with a picture of that side by side. Or someone else do it all the time. Someone, and tag me in it. Someone go edit together the picture of the Ole Miss 2003 Western Division championship sign and the LSU 2003 National Championship banner or whatever, or Saban holding up put them side by side and reply to that tweet and tag me in it.
Doesn't the Ole Miss sign actually say co-champions too?
No.
No, it just says.
It says SEC Western Division champion.
Co might have been worse.
All right, go ahead.
Teddy Bruschi can kick rocks.
Kick rocks.
When asked about Matt Stafford signing with the Rams, Teddy Bruschi wasn't very happy. He said he's not tough enough to play here, talking about New England. He's just not tough enough. I don't think he's tough enough to be coached hard. Do you realize the mental toughness that Tom Brady had to have for 20 years to deal with Bill Belichick-type coaching? The consistent pressure. Stafford doesn't grab me as a guy who could handle that. I just don't think so. Teddy Bruschi, shut up. Shut your mouth. Like, don't be pissed just because he didn't go to New England and play for the Patriots. None of your business. Grow up. Get out of the business. Kick rocks.
Get on down the road and kick rocks.
After cutting 11 sports, supposedly due to budget constraints, it is the definition of hypocrisy for the department.
A UMBC alum has played in or watched every Super Bowl since 1967.
I told you, man. That might be the best one. They nailed it. They nailed it.
You love that.
I love the internet. I really love Twitter. I love Twitter the most. I love Twitter the most. Oh man. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh.
You good? They got another one?
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, God. Okay. It's after further review.
AFR.
There will be UMBC alums watching the Super Bowl on Sunday. And maybe they'll be watching at Pluckers, Nicholson, or Bluebonnet. Remember, y'all, it's Friday at 4:34. We're 48 hours away from kickoff, okay? Call Pluckers right now. The number one consumed food on Super Bowl Sunday. What is it?
It's got to be the
it's chicken wings. Hurry up.
The fried macaroni.
No, it's chicken wings. Anyway, Rhino, number one food consumed on Super Bowl Sunday.
Chicken wings.
Chicken wings. So, if you're going to have chicken wings at your Super Bowl watch party on Sunday, call Pluckers right now. Either location, Nicholson or Bluebonnet, whichever is more convenient. Place your order and tell them what time you want to pick it up. So that way they can have it ready for you, ready to roll whenever you want to pick it up for your guests. Nicholson, Bluebonnet, dine and carry out. You don't like our wings, we'll give you the bird.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Hey guys, this is Ryan Theriot with Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge, and you've got to come see us for the New Year's Certified Pre-Owned event. CPO vehicles come with an unlimited mileage warranty, and right now we're offering a 2-month payment credit up to $1,500, as well as 1.99% for 36 months on all eligible models. Check them out at mbobr.com or go see my guys Nick and Hess to take your new year up a gear. See dealer for complete details and exclusions. Qualified customers only, subject to credit approval by NBFS. Must take delivery by March 1st, 2021.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Auctioner.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
ServiceMaster Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact ServiceMaster Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. ServiceMaster Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
At Corvell Toyota in Opelousas, Happy Town, USA, $2,000 can get you into a new Corolla for $235 per month. That's right, $235 per month. So come on down to Happy Town. That's Corvell Toyota in Opelousas.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria. The Riot Radio Hour with Ryan Theriot and Matt Moscona, presented by Bowie Outfitters.
Rolling along here on a Friday edition of AFR, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Of course, remember, if you are going to be watching the Super Bowl, stock up on your stogies over at Don Juan Cigar Bar in Town Center. Title sponsor of our Friday shows all throughout the year. There will be, speaking of the Super Bowl, of course, 6 LSU Tigers, 6 former Tigers, playing in the game. One that's really, we know about, of course, Clyde and Darrell Williams and Tyrann Mathieu with the Chiefs, and then with Tampa Bay, Devin White and Kevin Minter and Leonard Fournette, of course. But there's another guy that we haven't really talked about. I'm being serious, by the way. Cyril Grayson, who ran track at LSU, didn't play football at LSU.
Who does he play for?
But he plays for the Bucs, but he's on the practice squad. So he's not going to be suited up in the game, but he's actually had a really integral role this week in helping them prepare. Apparently, Rick Stroud of the Tampa Bay Times, who's part of the in the NFL, they have like pool reports from practice. So, excuse me. So limiting the number of people. Well, Cyril Grayson, who's basically the same size as Tyreek Hill, and ran a 4.25 40. He was a sprinter. He was a sprinter.
Yeah, you can get it.
They have Cyril Grayson working scout team as Tyreek Hill this week. So he actually has served a pretty pivotal role in this week in particular in getting the Bucs defense ready to take on take on Kansas City because of Tyreek Hill. So we're going to see a lot of guys, a lot of LSU guys all over the field. You have 6, which is the most of any school that's produced in this year's Super Bowl. No Penn State joke there. And I mean, LSU does. The 6 is the most. The next most is 4. There's a handful of schools that have done that. But Cyril Grayson is actually the 7th and is actually it's a pretty important role that he's filling there as a scout team guy imitating Tyreek Hill.
Well, there's not too many people walking this planet that run a 4.25.
Right.
I mean, there's not too many Tyreek Hills out there. So you're right. I mean, to have that guy there on your team, pretty cool. A traction guy too, by the way.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
Cyril Grayson is.
Train attraction. Get ready for the combine.
You know what? I think I remember that now. And I think Cyril did come on the show because he spent some time in New Orleans.
He did.
So he's been on the show. Golly, some of the shows run together over years. But that's pretty cool, man. So Cyril Grayson won't be in uniform. He won't be on the sideline. But he did play a role in helping Tampa Bay get ready. Now, one guy who will be in uniform is Devin White.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear what Todd Bowles said about Devin White?
Mm-mm.
Todd Bowles was on the Huddle and Flow podcast, part of NFL Media. And he compared Devin White to a pretty good linebacker.
Oh, he loves the game. You know, he's an old school player. He loves to play the game. Mentally, he reminds me of a younger Ray Lewis. Not physically, because Ray was one of the greatest I've ever seen play the game. But mentally, just the energy he brings per play, and he's working towards that mentally, just getting guys around him to gravitate and make plays. He has that type of energy. I did not say the player, because Ray is one of my favorite players of all time, and I will take that to the grave. But I've seen him in his prime, and I can't name 1 or 2 guys that do that better. But Devin has a lot of energy.
He was very quick to clarify at the end that he wasn't saying that he's Ray Lewis. But I mentioned this during the season. Devin White is on a Hall of Fame trajectory.
Yeah.
Now, he's in year 2. Okay, so there's so many things that could change for players who start hot and then fade. But Devin White is on a Hall of Fame trajectory. As a rookie, he had 91 tackles. And then this year, he's got 140 and 9 sacks. That's just the regular season. For comparison, Ray Lewis as a rookie had 110 tackles and then had 184 in his second year and just 4 sacks. So Devin White is outpacing Ray Lewis's sack total and isn't on Lewis's tackle total. But you're talking about arguably the greatest linebacker to ever play the game. I mean, he's in the conversation. I know historically we think about Dick Butkus and then Mike Singletary and these generational guys. Well, the next one, is Ray Lewis. I mean, he was that guy. So, I mean,
Ray Lewis played, too, in a time where they didn't throw the rock as much either. They were running a lot. There's more opportunity for them to plug the holes and make those tackles. And I'm going to side on my boy with Devin White, always. Same thing with Mike Singletary.
But it's also different because Devin White isn't playing the plug the hole linebacker. I mean, he's defending sidelines. The game's change. So that's neither here nor there. Someone's got to make the tackles, no matter what type of offense you're running. And that was actually during the era of the greatest show on turf and the transition into some of those offenses. So it's not entirely factual there. But I do
kind of factual.
No, not really.
A little, if I did an except for at the bottom of it, would it be factual? Maybe. No. Is he better than Mike Singletary? I think he is.
It's bigger.
It's better.
I mean, now that is a different era. Singletary playing a different era entirely. But it's just the same type of player, right? The mean physical dude standing in the middle of the defense that nobody wanted to see in the hole. And, dude, Devin White is becoming that guy. So you see a whole bunch of former Tigers on the field.
Why do they wear the shoulder pads under their
The LSU shoulder pad just must be really comfortable.
And people talk about it too.
I know.
You get the purple and gold really pops against their other stuff, other colors. Pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. And you know who else is going to be on the field? Do you know?
Tom?
No, well, he'll be there, but you know who else?
Mm-mm.
Well, Clyde Edwards-Helaire is going to play. And you know where he went to school, didn't you? That's right, brother. Saddle up. You know what's happening on Super Sunday. State champion, national champion, now possibly a Super Bowl champion. All Clyde does is win rings. Call him the Lord of the Rings. Call him the collector of the rings, the wearer of the rings, whatever it may be. All I know is this. You got CEH. You got Clydro on your side. You got a championship coming your way. That's how we do it over on Hearthstone Drive, Rhino.
Pal.
We hang banners. We stock trophy cases. We wreck other people's dreams. Tallahassee! In the Super Bowl. We'll do Ask Ryan to wrap up the hour next.
AFR.
Brought to you by Clegg's Nursery. Buy local, shop local. The weekend is upon us. Check off your honeydews on Saturday so Sunday can be all about the big game. So get by Clegg's Nursery first. I tell you every day to buy local and shop local. And look at Clegg's Nursery. They have an amazing selection. Did you know that this is actually the best time of the year to plant trees and shrubs? Did you know?
Now?
Cooler weather is actually the best time. So if you want like a privacy row of shrubs, or you want that to plant that tree in your yard that's going to blossom into a gigantic, beautiful shade-providing tree that you could hang a little swing on for your kiddos. Like, you know, that thing, now is the time to plant that. Right now. And Clegg's has an awesome selection. New trees and plants and shrubs and flowers arriving daily at all 4 locations. Siegen near Airline, LA 16 in Denham, Mid-City on Donmore, the Garden Center on Greenwell Springs, and Clegg's is partnered with True Value Hardware Store. So whatever you get at True Value Hardware Store, you can get at Clegg's. Buy local, shop local. Clegg's Nursery.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Hey guys, this is Ryan Theriot with Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge, and you've got to come see us for the New Year's Certified Pre-Owned event. CPO vehicles come with an unlimited mileage warranty, and right now we're offering a 2-month payment credit up to $1,500, as well as 1.99% for 36 months on all eligible models. Check them out at mbobr.com or go see my guys Nick and Hess to take your new year up a gear. See dealer for complete details and exclusions. Qualified customers only. Subject to credit approval by NBFS. Must take delivery by March 1st, 2021.
Are you a licensed contractor? There's lots of good contractors in Louisiana doing work the right way, but unfortunately, too many unlicensed contractors are working outside the licensing requirements. Working as a contractor in Louisiana requires a license for the company doing the work. The Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors wants to help you get licensed to allow you to conduct work legally. It's not difficult to get the license. We can help you. Go to lacontractor.org for more information. Licensed contractors, it's the law.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
ServiceMaster Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact Service Mastery Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. Service Mastery Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, the Riot Radio Hour with Ryan Theriot and Matt Moscona, presented by Bowie Outfitters.
All right, wrapping up hour number 2, brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar. We'll do Ask Ryan, so get your questions in right now. Tweet me at Matt Moscona, at 1045 ESPN. Jump in the Bayou Ford YouTube chat to ask Theriot anything about anything. Tell people again about Bowie Outfitters and how they can sit and wait for deer to walk by so they could shoot them with high-powered rifles with a scope that isn't anything like hunting but more sitting and waiting. And we can also talk about how you want to build now a wall and trap the deer in there so they can't get away, and you can selectively choose which ones live in there and can't get away.
Yeah, I do want to do that, but I'm not going to talk about that.
Cool. Bowie
right
Outfitters.
Now. Hunting season's winding down. Now's a great time to go in and get any of the things that you may have needed this past hunting season and just didn't have time to go pick them up. Go pick them up, get ready for next hunting season at Bowie Outfitters. But fishing is right around the corner. They have everything you need: rods, reels, tackle, you name it, clothes, sunglasses, ice chests, anything you need for your fishing excursion. Go to Bowie Outfitters, BowieOutfitters.com.
You're going to be watching the Pels and the Pacers tonight?
No.
Why not?
They almost made my kick rocks.
Why?
Because they're brutal.
Did you watch them the other night against the Suns? They're really good. Zion shot 75% from the floor.
Zion's really good.
Yeah, he's really good.
The new coach stinks. He needs to be fired.
They're like 12 games into the year, man.
I mean, what's their record?
I think they're 8 and 12. 8 and 12?
That's correct.
8 and 12. They're 20 games into the year.
They're brutal. It's over. Guy
You're
needs
brutal.
To go. He needs to go. What's his name?
Stan Van Gundy.
Yeah, he's horrible. Retread. Sweet. Good hire.
I mean, there is something to be said about that. All right, let's get to Ask Ryan. Donnie Jett on Twitter said, he said the best linebacker is Lawrence Taylor. Some people are saying that. But Lawrence Taylor was more of an outside guy. He was an edge rusher. I mean, he wasn't an inside backer like Devin White or like Mike Singletary or like Dick Butkus like we're talking about. I mean, it's still way premature to even have that conversation about Devin White, but
they're different players, those two guys. Yeah, absolutely. And LT had a little help, too, to be honest.
Cal Sav, well, you mean the cocaine?
Oh,
yeah. Still would have been awesome without it. He was, most feared defensive player ever? I'd say so.
Absolutely.
Cal Savoy, ask Ryan, will there be a prop bet on the over-under how many times Matt yells Elair at the TV?
Probably.
You better set that number high, bro.
Yeah.
He said he'd take the over. You better set that number high. I just don't get it. And it's CBS, so it's Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. And neither of them, they don't do it right. It's just, it's mind-boggling. It's in the damn media guide. Like, I did high school football games, and I would even ask the opposing team's PA announcer, do you have a pronunciation guide? I would go through the roster and say, okay, what are names I may not know so that I can pronounce them? Like, that's me doing high school football 10 years ago. Like, the fact that Jim Nantz on a CBS broadcast can't go through the pronunciation guide and learn this kid's name or any broadcaster when you're making 7 figures as a broadcaster is just, it's mind-boggling. It's lazy and awful. It's lazy and awful.
Lazy
it is.
And awful.
The kid's name is
Elair.
Elair. It's Clyde Edwards-Elair.
Elair.
Like, and they all say Hilaire or Alaire. No, that's not it. That's not how you say the kid's name.
Elair.
Ask Ryan, are you allowed to say Super Bowl on the radio?
I don't know. Are we?
Yeah, the whole thing with the big game.
I remember that.
If you're doing a promotion, you can't use Super Bowl in your promotion, like in your ad. So, like, you have to say the big game. Now, I don't think the powers that be at the NFL are locked into our show today, tracking how many times we say watch the Super Bowl at Pluckers. You know what I mean? As opposed to watch the big game at Pluckers.
Yeah, we can say Super Bowl.
Ask Ryan, do you get your feelings hurt when Moscona talks over your Kick Rock segment?
No.
Ask Ryan, what's Mike Fontenot up to these days?
Working, being a dad, coaching at Traction. Coach Mike Fontenot. Coach Mike. Yep.
Ask Ryan, what did you do with your first millions?
Put it all on black.
Ask Ryan, will HUDCO sponsor other shows?
Yeah, it's coming.
Okay. Ask Ryan, how many sacks will Devin White have on Clyde? None, because Clyde's not a quarterback.
Would that be a sack if they do the...
Be a tackle for loss.
Tackle for loss. Yeah, I don't think any, bud.
And none.
How?
Ask Ryan, Stephen Miller asked Ryan, Traction tomorrow?
I may go by there tomorrow, yeah.
Ask Ryan, how many SEC wins do you think the Tigers get this year? I don't know if he's talking about football or basketball. What do you think? Go basketball. So we're supposed to play 18, right? And now Missouri and Florida are, we're not sure they'll be made up, so 16.
How many do they have? 8? They 8 and 4?
6 and 4.
6 and 4.
So they play 10, so 6 more to go, and then potentially 2 more.
Well, the schedule's getting easier, right?
Yeah,
so
it does. It lightens up.
Let me say 12.
What do you think about football?
12.
They don't play 12 conference games. They play 8.
8.
Jesus Christ. This again. How many? Oh, that was a guy I commented on the other thing. All right, it's after further review. Hour 3 is coming straight up. We're brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Theriot previews LSU Baseball's outfield. Father Michael Alello joins us in the next hour as well. We'll give you our Super Bowl predictions. Hour 3, AFR, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Don't you move.
AFR.
Unless if you're moving to South Point Volkswagen. Airline just north of Highland or online at southpointvw.com. Southpointvw.com. New and certified pre-owned in Baton Rouge and online at southpointvw.com. I drive an Atlas. Erica drives an Atlas. Yesterday, my dad texted me in the morning and said, hey, I'm at South Point with Mr. Bill test driving an Atlas.
Oh.
My dad's getting an Atlas for I think my mom's going to drive an Atlas. She has a minivan right now. I think she's getting rid of the minivan. She's going to get the Atlas, which is a way better option.
I like minivans too, though.
No.
No.
Brutal. Like you've quit on life.
Oh.
Like, come on. So you have to at least maintain some cool factor.
Got it. No.
The Atlas is that.
My bad.
Panoramic sunroof, digital dash display, power everything, great German engineering, manufactured right here in the US of A without the luxury cost. That's South Point Volkswagen. southpointvw.com.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Hey guys, this is Ryan Theriot with Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge, and you've got to come see us for the New Year's Certified Pre-Owned event. CPO vehicles come with an unlimited mileage warranty, and right now we're offering a 2-month payment credit up to $1,500, as well as 1.99% for 36 months on all eligible models. Check them out at mbobr.com or go see my guys Nick and Hess to take your new year up a gear. See dealer for complete details and exclusions. Qualified customers only. Subject to credit approval by NBFS. Must take delivery by March 1st, 2021.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital. Auctioner.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
Are you a licensed contractor? There's lots of good contractors in Louisiana doing work the right way, but unfortunately, too many unlicensed contractors are working outside the licensing requirements. Working as a contractor in Louisiana requires a license for the company doing the work. The Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors wants to help you get licensed to allow you to conduct work legally. It's not difficult to get the license. We can help you. Go to lacontractor.org for more information. Licensed contractors, it's the law.
At Corvell Toyota in Opelousas, Happy Town, USA, $2,000 can get you into a new Corolla for $235 per month. That's right, $235 per month. So come on down to Happy Town. That's Corvell Toyota in Opelousas, Happy Town, USA.
Callahan Injury Lawyers.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Doug Brown. Right-hander Trevor Bauer is the new highest-paid player in baseball. ESPN's Jeff Passan reports Bauer will sign a 3-year deal with the Dodgers for $102 million. It's a front-loaded deal, $40 million this year and $40 million next year for the 2020 National League Cy Young winner. The Chiefs and the Buccaneers in countdown mode for Super Bowl 55. This is the first Super Bowl meeting between the two top teams in the league in passing yardage. ESPN's Keyshawn Johnson.
Brady, at this point in his career and where things are with his team, is a super manager. And there's nothing wrong with being a super manager.
Keyshawn Johnson on Bart and Hahn. We've got a Friday night NBA doubleheader starting at 7:30 Eastern with the Raptors and Nets in Brooklyn, followed by the Celtics and Clippers in Los Angeles, both games on ESPN. Clemson quarterback Trevor Lawrence will have a procedure on his right shoulder, but should be ready for his rookie NFL season. He's the projected #1 pick in the draft.
We're back on Monday, reacting to Super Bowl 55, and I'll tell you why Tom Brady needs more help than ever to win #7. Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin, Monday, 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria. Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios.
That's right.
You can't handle the
Riot Radio Hour.
Let's do that again.
Please, sir. I want some more.
The Riot Radio Hour is presented by Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge.
Well, let's start the insanity. Giddy up.
ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
Hour 3, off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. I'm Matt.
Love you, Matt.
Paul O'Neill.
They're chanting Paul O'Neill's name.
We're here. Glad you are as well. Get out there and make it a good one. 5 o'clock quitting time. Glad you're driving home with us. Less than 15 minutes from right now. The Right Reverend, the good father, Michael Alello will join us. He who has prayed for Zion, and that prayer was granted. He who has prayed and awarded people employment. He who has prayed over the LSU Tigers amid their march to the national championship. And I asked him last night, would you come on the show and pray for LSU basketball? Because we need it. And he said, sure. And then today the game was postponed.
We needed that game, too.
Well, I see it two ways. One of two ways. One way is it's a really good opportunity to step back, get Darius Days healthy, give you some extra time to prepare for your road trip to Mississippi State, which was already a winnable game. Maybe get out of the routine a little bit, get away from the wash, the tailspin, kind of like what happened with football. They lost 2 of their first 3. The defense was atrocious. They were supposed to go to Florida. That was not going to go really well.
No.
That got postponed. And then you play South Carolina. You put up 52 points, and you bludgeon them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I'm spinning it to the positive here.
Glass half full. I like it.
I like it.
Could be a
That's
good
what people say about me. They're like, man, you're so positive about LSU all the time. That's what people say about me. That's kind of my MO.
But they don't have a good win.
I agree with you 100%. There's one more opportunity, which is Tennessee, next Saturday. So
Tennessee's pretty good.
Put all your attention on this game against Mississippi State, win it, come home, and beat Tennessee, which, by the way, Tennessee just lost to Ole Miss, who stinks. And Tennessee scored 50 points in that game, which means they're going to score 85 against LSU, but maybe LSU could score 87.
Maybe.
Okay, so for the past several weeks, we have been previewing the LSU baseball season here with Mr. The Riot. We'll do that and continue that here in just a quick second. Got to remind you about mycleanliving.net, mycleanliving.net. If you've noticed, normally here I have my my mobile device here from My Clean Living. That's the NASA technology that's been proven to eliminate almost 100%, 99.98% of the SARS-CoV-2 virus, of course, the virus that causes COVID-19. But this week, we had our Air and Surface Pros installed at Guarantee. So 4 units in all the high-traffic areas, our studio areas. So we have one on this floor. So Air and Surface completely clean of viruses, bacteria, fungus, other contaminants. If you have a place where the public come into your place, you need this. Restaurants like Rafino's and Finbom in Baton Rouge have this installed. The Louisiana State Capitol has this. Medical facilities like the Cleveland Clinic have this in their OR. It's NASA technology that's been around for a decade. People are just finding a functional use for it now because they're trying to fight COVID. And I had my mobile device in here, but that went today to a friend.
It did.
Who did that go to today?
Mary Theriot, my mom.
It went to Mary Theriot.
She heard us talking about it. We spoke about it. She said, I'd love to have that in my office.
Mm-hmm.
And you brought it over to her
I did
today. Set it up, got her set up, got her ready to go.
So the principal's office over at the school where Mary Theriot teaches. Can we say that on there? Can we say the school? I don't want to say the school if not.
I don't see why not. I mean, yeah, sure.
You say it. I don't want to say it.
The Dunham School.
So the principal's office there right now. If your kid has to go to the office, no worries. They're going to be free and clear. Check them out online. mycleanliving.net, mycleanliving.net, mycleanliving.net. If you click the Air tab at the top, you can learn about the Air and Surface Pro, which can service up to 3,000 square feet, perfect for restaurants or doctor's office, dentist's office, public places. And then the mobile device is the Fresh Air Mobile will service up to 500 square feet. Perfect to put at your desk at work. It was perfect for a room like this, like your mom's office. If you're traveling, bring it into a hotel room. You ever seen those black light videos in hotels?
So gross.
Like,
that's disgusting.
I'll tell you, I'll never go into a hotel again without having that with me. Plug it in, give it about an hour, clear up the whole room. It's incredible. mycleanliving.net, mycleanliving.net. Check it out, mycleanliving.net. Okay, we've talked a lot about LSU baseball. You started with pitchers, catchers. Last week you did the infield. Now let's look at the outfield for the Tigers, which, I mean, it seems like there are some things we know about this group, but you're also introducing some really good new players.
You are. I mean, in the years past, Paul's outfields have always been extremely fast, great defenders.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got 3 center fielders in the outfield. Everybody can go get it. Ball goes up in the air. It's going to be caught. It's going to be a little bit different this year. I mean, depending on how this thing plays out, as far as outfield goes, there's a couple positions that I think that I think will determine that in the infield, whether it be third base and possibly first base as well, because you've taken Cade Beloso and you've moved him out to the outfield to make room for Trey Morgan, who we talked about last week. Is a great defender, and they want him at first base. Well, what if he struggles? And what if
in the outfield? What's your thought?
what if Morgan struggles at first, or what if he's a freshman? Like you really don't know. I mean, you know what you're gonna get. I hope he does great. I think he's gonna do great because he's a great player. But today as it stands, Cade's in the outfield. He may struggle. We're not sure. He's not the center fielder type. But I think he's gonna do fine and gonna do well out there and swing the bat really well. But if for some reason you had to move him back to first base, then what do you do in left field? Which is something that I think they've probably thought about. Going down the list, you've got Dylan Cruz, Drew Bianca, Gavin Dugas, Gio.
Wait, are you still saying Bianca?
Yeah, that's his
You're
name.
still saying Bianca.
That's his name.
Didn't we go through this last year?
We've done it since he's been here.
Yeah, it's Bianco.
I like Bianco.
But his name isn't Bianca.
I don't like that, though. That's not.
But his name is Bianco.
That's fine. Hilaire, Bianco.
No.
Whatever. Yeah.
What if someone called you Theriot?
They do.
And you're cool. Just you wouldn't go to the PA guy and be like, "Hey, it's not Theriot, it's Theriot."
That's happened my whole life.
I know, but you wouldn't let him know.
No, I mean whatever. Call me. I mean,
But isn't it different though if you know the correct pronunciation and you're choosing not to say it?
Maybe you just like to say it that way.
But that's not your that. You don't have that liberty.
Why
That's
not?
the man's name, and you know how to correctly say it.
Freedom of speech.
But that's not freedom of speech.
Sure
That's
it
a
is.
stupid argument. This
No, it's
isn't about
not.
freedom of speech. This is about you
Sure.
intentionally mispronouncing somebody's name.
That's how I
That's
think
like you
it's
know my
pronounced.
last name is Moscona. It's like if you just said Moscona just because you think that sounds better.
Well, the voice guy says Moscona
He
all
does.
the time.
Well, he actually said it one time when he recorded it. We've just played the same drop for 10 years.
Moscona.
Matt Moscona.
You got Gio, who can go get it. Brody Drost, freshman. Mo
Okay.
Hampton is back, by the way. I'm going to list Will Safford in the outfield as well, infield / outfield. Mitchell Sanford, and then Beloso, which we talked about. So going around the horn in the outfield. Right now, Beloso, left field.
Okay.
I think he's really going to hit.
I agree.
If he can play out there, if he's serviceable, this is going to help his draft stock tremendously to know that he can transition from the infield to the outfield. And he can move around a little bit. He was a great football player in high school, so he is, athletic. So I think so you got Caden left.
Mm-hmm.
Center field is going to be interesting. I would like to say it's going to be Gio because he's been out there and he's got the most experience. Probably the best center fielder would be Will Safford.
What do you say that?
Because
I thought he was an infielder.
he can do both, and he's been playing some outfield. Played a couple of scrimmages out in the outfield as well.
How could you say he's the best outfielder, best center fielder, when he hasn't been playing that?
He can play.
Well, I know you know he can play.
Yeah.
You've known him a long time, but I guess, look, I'm just pushing back a little because, I mean, we know guys that were experienced who have played at this level, and he hasn't played center field at this level. He's played at all at this level, and he certainly hasn't played that position.
Right. Because I watched him. I watched him last week when they played in the scrimmage, and I mean he and Gio are probably pretty similar. I think he's probably a little bit better than Gio as far as getting
He can run?
getting jumps on the ball. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Gio,
Wow.
Safford, Dylan Cruz is a guy. I mean, he's a 6'5" runner. He's a kid that can really get up and go as well. So I mean, Dylan Cruz maybe some left field. Dylan Cruz maybe some center field. Dylan Cruz maybe some right field. Gio played some right field in the past, and then you've got Gavin Dugas and Drew Bianca out in right field. Brody Jones.
You tripped yourself up there.
Yeah.
You paused and looked at me, waiting for a reaction, then tripped yourself up.
Right. Then you've got, and this is where it gets interesting, dude. I mean, you've got Brody Drost, you've got Mo Hampton, you've got Mitchell Sanford. You've got guys that can really play. And I just said it in the break. This is a group of really good outfielders, a lot of them, and they can all play. And I think we're going to see a revolving door out there with guys getting opportunities to get ABs and play. They probably deserve at bats, and they should get a chance to play unless somebody really just takes the bull by the horns. I mean, right now, today, left field would be the only one I feel really confident about saying he's going to play there to start the season. But, yeah, I mean, you've got some good players, so I can't say definitively who's going to be where.
All right, 2 weeks from today, season opener for LSU baseball out at the box. We will look at next week. Are we just looking? We're doing an overview of the team, the season, offense. I do offense.
Yeah, next week I want to do like offense and then like intangibles, like team intangibles.
Okay. All right, we'll get to that. But it's after further review, brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar, brought to you by GMFSmortgage.com. GMFSmortgage.com. Take advantage of historically low interest rates. Unbelievable. No matter where you are in the state, there's a local loan officer nearest you with GMFS Mortgage. GMFSmortgage.com. I lowered my rate from a 3.85 to a 2.65. Had someone earlier this week go from a 4.65 to a 2.25. Shave 15 years off their mortgage. It's insane. I mean, that is changing your life financially when you were going to be done with your mortgage 15 years earlier than you thought. Literally saving tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. GMFSmortgage.com. GMFS Mortgage, changing lives. Quick break. We'll come back. Father Michael Alello joins us to pray. It's AFR.
AFR.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Sports wouldn't be the same without the die-hard fans. That's why we're highlighting the fans that do the most. 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge brings you the Citizens Bank Fan of the Week. Check it out at 1045ESPN.com, the Citizens Bank Fan of the Week.
At Corvell Toyota in Opelousas, Happy Town, USA, $2,000 can get you into a new Camry for $299 a month. That's $299 per month. So come on down to Happy Town. That's Corvell Toyota in Opelousas, Happy Town, USA.
This isn't just another day. It's so much more. Kelly's life was put on hold when her auctioneer primary care doctor discovered a rare blood disorder. Her doctor connected her to an auctioneer care team of cancer, heart, and kidney specialists. With multiple primary care locations around Baton Rouge, same-day appointments, and online scheduling, we're relentless about keeping you healthy. Auctioneer Baton Rouge, innovating healthcare for Kelly.
ServiceMaster Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact ServiceMaster Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. ServiceMaster Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
Are you a licensed contractor? There's lots of good contractors in Louisiana doing work the right way, but unfortunately, too many unlicensed contractors are working outside the licensing requirements. Working as a contractor in Louisiana requires a license for the company doing the work. The Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors wants to help you get licensed to allow you to conduct work legally. It's not difficult to get the license. We can help you. Go to lacontractor.org for more information. Licensed contractors, it's the law.
Hey guys, this is Ryan Theriot with Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge, and you've got to come see us for the New Year's Certified Pre-Owned event. CPO vehicles come with an unlimited mileage warranty, and right now we're offering a 2-month payment credit up to $1,500, as well as 1.99% for 36 months on all eligible models. Check them out at mbobr.com or go see my guys Nick and Hess to take your new year up a gear. See dealer for complete details and exclusions. Qualified customers only. Subject credit approval by NBFS. Must take delivery by March 1st, 2021.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria. The Riot Radio Hour with Ryan Theriot and Matt Moscona, presented by Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge.
Okay. So I called our dear friend, the very Reverend Father Michael Alello, the pastor at St. Thomas More Parish in Baton Rouge. Someone who I've known since he was just a really fat high school kid that everybody laughed at with curly hair and everything. Kind of still what he is. He's got a fat guy with curly hair everybody laughs at. And I said, look, I need you to come on to pray for LSU basketball. And you know what else? I was super mad at myself because I realized 3 weeks ago today, the Saints were preparing to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And
you missed an opportunity.
I did.
Yep. Because he's good.
And I feel partly responsible.
You should.
Hi, Father Hooch.
Matt.
Yeah.
Matt.
Yeah.
Look, I love it when you talk about my size.
Yeah.
Let's just remember, you've run one marathon. I've run 9.
9.
I've seen a lot of fat people run marathons.
Tell him, Father.
Yeah, well, fat people can be dedicated to athletic endeavors as well. You know what I'm saying?
Well, when you're running a 6-hour marathon, it's kind of not really.
I've never run a 6-hour marathon. I think my PR was a 4:03. Thank you very much. What
Just
was
big
yours?
bone. He's just big bone. He got thick skin.
What was your PR? I forgot.
I don't even remember.
Think it was. Yeah, it wasn't a 4:03. I do. It wasn't that. That's all I remember.
It was close. It was
That's all I
It
remember.
was low fours.
I don't know about all that.
No, it was.
Anyway.
I ran New York in low fours. I did.
Okay.
I did.
Sure. Well, look, I signed up for a half Ironman, so if you want in on that, come
No,
on.
I'm good. My knees
You sure?
hurt. My knees hurt. I got nothing to prove to you or anybody.
Well, you got all that weight you're carrying around, so I mean that makes a difference. That makes a difference.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
he's the diet guy, Father. You didn't know? Just ask him.
I know.
Yeah. Let's just
Trust
talk
me,
about
I see
it.
the commercials. I see the commercials.
Yeah.
Who hurt you?
Yeah.
Who hurt you?
Hey, I think it was you actually.
Oh.
Back in high school, I cried and I wept. Yeah.
He wept.
Yeah.
Wept.
Yeah. Maybe it was when you were working for me the first or the second time. I don't know.
Well,
I think you're still mad about the tie-dye shirts. Let's be honest.
Oh God, that was awful. But that
We
wasn't
wore
really
those-
your.
We
That
wore
wasn't.
those for an extended period of time. Do you remember that?
I do.
God.
That was so. There was, just to let the audience in. When I was in high school, I worked at Heads and Tails Seafood, and Alello was a manager.
Yep. True.
And then when I was at LSU for a brief time, worked at a restaurant downtown on 3rd Street, which is now the Schlitz and Giggles on 3rd and 3rd. And and the restaurant was Mortaranos with Tommy and Barbara Means. Awesome people, great food. My God, the food.
See them all the time.
The food was incredible.
It was.
So I was kind of like a line cook. Is that what you would say I was? I was a line cook and a take out the trash guy.
Yeah, that's fitting. That matched your skill level. So
Did
yeah.
you wash your hands?
Yeah, of course, naturally.
Yeah.
Food was really
Yeah,
good though.
yeah.
I mean, it really.
It was.
The food there was fantastic.
I missed the eggplant.
The eggplant quesadillianos were amazing.
Yeah.
What did you just say?
Quesadilliano.
Quesadilliano. I told you there's a new place in town. We got to go one day. Bistro Italia. On
You didn't tell
Corsi.
me that.
Yeah, I did. They're part of the family. It's
No, I
one of the
can't, bro.
cousins.
I'm on Ideal Protein.
Yeah, just ask him.
Yeah.
He'll go, Father, but he's going to bring a bag. He's going to bring a bag of food with him, and then just embarrass everybody.
Do they have salad?
Yeah.
Do they have salad there?
They do have salad.
Okay,
yeah,
I'll just
they
eat
do.
some lettuce. I'll take some lettuce.
Okay.
Just lettuce.
Maybe a piece of chicken, just grilled, nothing on
Yeah.
it.
I'll eat the meatball quesadilliano in front of you then, and
The
I will enjoy
quesadilliano
it.
was
The quesadilliano.
we would take a tortilla,
Yep.
and you would take red sauce and cheese, and then you
Lots
would
of
take
cheese.
lots of cheese. Then you would take either the eggplant parm or the chicken parm, whatever, and you would cut it into smaller pieces and
Or
layer
the meatball.
Or the meatball is true, and you would layer it, flap it over, and then press it and cut it into fours. Quesadilliano, like a quesadilla, but an Italian quesadilla. It was a quesadilliano.
And if you
It's a
wanted
hell
to
of
have
an
the
idea,
real,
man.
Hey, you want the real deal though? You had the best prosciutto in Baton Rouge in that case. You'd cut the prosciutto, put it with the provolone cheese, the same thing. Wow.
Wow.
Salty, delicious.
All right.
Melt in your mouth.
So the Saints lost 3 weeks ago, and I didn't have you on the show. I do feel partly responsible, but now I'm going to deflect to you and say, how dare you not think to call me and say, hey, should I come on and pray? Like I have nothing going on in my life.
Not my show.
Yeah, I got a lot going on in my life, all right? I got a lot going on. What do? You work 1 day a week.
Not my show. Not my show.
I understand.
You know, do I call you and say, Matt, do you want to come preach this weekend?
No, you want to know why? Because I work more than 1 day a week like you do.
That's right. I forgot. Well, since last month was 7 weddings and 7 funerals, which I think those might be the same thing. I'm not sure, but I get that vibe from people sometimes. I get that vibe. Thank you. I've been working that all month. Let me just tell you.
Man. How many times have you used that while you're preaching?
A few times. Well, no, not. You can't do it at the mass. People get upset at the wedding mass if you say that a wedding's like a funeral. They don't. No,
but I mean, like on Sunday mass. On Sunday mass, you use that.
No, just in passing. In passing.
And you always get a good. Do you think that a lot of the reaction you get is obligatory because people think they have to laugh at the priest's awful joke?
No.
I can't not laugh at the priest joke, right? I have to laugh at the priest joke.
You would never fall into that.
That's such a good one.
You would never fall into that.
And
My jokes are good.
And then they
My
walk.
jokes
No,
are
your
good.
jokes aren't good. Your jokes have never been good.
Yeah, just like your hair growth. I know.
But at least I can acknowledge the fact that I have genetically awful hair. It's what happened to me.
Yeah.
What's your point?
It is what happened to you.
It is what
many
happened to
things.
me. Look at my dad.
Yeah.
You know my dad. Look at my dad. Look at his dad.
I
Look at
know.
our family. Look at everybody.
Hey, what are we doing? I don't even know.
What are you going to pray for? Like I talked to you last night, and I was like, come on the show, pray for LSU basketball because we need them to turn this around. And then I wake up today, and the damn game's postponed.
You're welcome. Took care of that last night.
Did you?
Save us some time. Yeah, of course.
So this was your doing.
Of course. Why do we need another game? Look, it hasn't gone well at this point, right?
Yeah.
Let's everybody take a break. Let's give the fans a chance not to emote. I'm kind of tired of emoting right now. And, let's just relax a little bit. A little relaxing.
Well, but do you think that this is going to benefit the team, the time away?
Let's be honest. I'm not sure if anything's going to benefit this team. Let's be honest.
Well, then this is where you need to step in and fix this.
Oh, God. There's just so much suffering in the world, and you want God to step in and fix LSU's terrible basketball.
Yeah.
Not been a good LSU year. I'm just saying. Not been good. Not been good.
All right,
Maybe
so
baseball.
We just
Maybe
need
baseball?
we need 2 to 3 wins. Two good wins.
We need 2
asking
good
for
wins.
a lot, Ryan. You do understand that.
2
Asking
good
for a
wins,
lot
but
right
then you can't have the bad losses either in there.
man.
Because if you have bad losses, then that offsets the wins. So you have to hold serve with all the bad teams that you're going to play.
You got to beat the bad ones.
And then you have to have a couple of good wins. And by the way, it's not like they're bad. They're second place in the conference. Like I mean, they're 6-4. They're 11-6 overall. Like they don't have any bad losses. They just lost to Bama twice, and Bama's really good, man. I'm not mad at them for losing. I didn't expect that. They weren't going to beat that team.
It happens. Yeah. I mean, we all have days, right? Some people have bad days on the court. You have bad days on the radio. It's all good.
Yeah, but even my bad days on the radio are still pretty good.
They're not as bad as the Bama games.
That's true. Those are really bad.
Let's be honest. They're terrible. They're terrible.
So
yeah,
I want him to win out. I would like for him to pray for the.
Okay, so here's what you're going to do.
Win out.
We're going to play the monks chanting. Muse, do you have the monks chanting?
We haven't gotten anything new yet. That's gotten so old.
You're so old.
I am. Thank you for reminding me.
All right, so we're going to play the monks chanting, and then you're going to pray for LSU basketball to win out.
Oh, that's a lot.
So are you not up to the challenge?
Baseball's about to start too.
All right, so you're going to pray. Listen, focus. You're going to pray for LSU basketball to win out, and then you're going to
steeple.
And then you're going to pray for LSU baseball to win the Natty.
Oh, goodness. You can't put all that.
Natty.
You don't think I know what that means, Ryan? Come on,
then,
give me a little credit.
And then, are we going to go to? Do we want to make a Pelicans prayer too?
No,
I don't like the Pelicans. I don't like anything about the Pelicans.
But see,
LSU
here's what
gymnastics.
You like Zion? Okay, all right. LSU gymnastics. All right, LSU gymnastics win the Natty. All right, so
here's your problem.
So write it down.
You try to put all this. Write it down. I'm in the car.
Softball too.
Oh yeah. Let's just throw in team tennis.
Okay, can I wait? Wait. I want I want to change something. Do I have to pick between softball and gymnastics?
No, you can go both.
kind of a big gymnastics fan. I'm just going to say.
Okay, well, but I love Beth Tarina, and I want her to win the national
I do
championship
too.
more than I want Jay Clark to win a national championship. So and Beth's been there so many times now, and she's got. So I want softball. Let's pray for softball to win.
No gymnastics.
Baseball and softball. Well, do we or we could throw gymnastics in there as well.
What would Dee Dee say? What would Dee Dee say?
I don't know. She's not the coach anymore.
I know, but she set up this beautiful legacy, and you just said,
Yeah, but they never won.
Gymnastics. That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
So anyway, so I
game,
want.
man.
All right. So listen, because we're running out of time. Do we have to pick, or can you do them all? Or are you not powerful enough to do that? Like you
I
just
think
kind of
we
like
should
are you kind of like a caffeine-free diet priest?
I'm more like, let's just pray for all the medical people that are dealing with the vid all the time. Let's pray for those.
Of course, that goes without saying, but that's not what we're trying to accomplish here. We're all already doing that. This is more about our selfish desires to see winning teams.
Right.
So
you have
LSU
a lot of
basketball.
selfish
All right. So
desires.
remember this. Remember this for when we start.
Okay.
LSU basketball win out.
Got it.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
LSU gymnastics win the Natty.
Oh, boy. Oh, but I thought you said no gymnastics. Now we're throwing it in there?
Wait, you're going to make me – I got to put him on hold. All right, I put him on hold so he can't talk. I'll bring him back up. But listen, Muse, put his mic all the way down. Just all the way down. Thank you. Because he keeps interrupting. He's done this ever since we were 15.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't know when to just stop talking. And this is a radio show. The audience is going to get confused when he keeps interrupting. Okay. Put him back up real quick. Okay. Put him down. Put him down.
You're
Okay,
live.
Put him down. All right. Okay, so we're going to pray for LSU basketball
First. That's the
to
most
win,
important.
to win out.
That's important.
And then we're going to pray for LSU baseball to win the Natty, LSU softball win the Natty, LSU gymnastics to win the Natty. Spring sweep. Let's call it the spring sweep.
We could just go spring sweep.
Okay. All right. Bring him back up there, Muse.
Now we got it.
All right.
Let me get ready. Let me get ready.
All right, we're ready. Whenever.
Can
you
how do
turn
you
up
mute
the
the
monks
preacher?
a little bit?
How do you mute the preacher? I mean, what's wrong with you?
Well, because
What's
you wouldn't
wrong
stop
with you?
talking, all right?
Well, you're just running your mouth about stuff that's, stuff. Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, listen. We've got the monks.
Yeah.
We have prayer hands.
I took my hat off, Father.
Brian took his hat off.
About time. Last time he was up in there with
Muse,
his hat on backwards.
Muse, we're praying for LSU baseball. You better take your hat off.
Moose took his hat off, too.
All right.
He needs some prayer.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you go a little louder with the monks? I don't think people can hear him over the engines. Okay. All right, go. Your turn.
My turn?
Yes, go.
Oh, all right. Well, let's pray. Let's pray. Lord, at the end of this day, end of this long first week of February, we ask your blessing upon all of us, especially those on the road this evening, all those that are sick and suffering, all our frontline workers. We're even going to pray for Matt and Ryan that they might find some peace in their lives. And let's pray for our entire LSU University and for all of our endeavors, whether they may be athletic or academic. And we're just going to pray that some good things come in this second semester of 2021, whether that's on the basketball court or in the PMAC, on the gymnastics floor, or even on the baseball field. Heck, maybe even the golf team could have a great year. Softball, soccer. Yeah, let's just all
Soccer's
pray
a
for
fall.
everybody.
Soccer's a fall sport.
We can't pray for them to be prepared, like the swimmers need to prepare next year.
No, I don't want too big of an ask.
It might be a little late for that. That's why we're just doing this open-ended prayer. That's what we call that. We leave it in the arms of God and let the Lord take care of this. So let's pray for all of that today.
I don't like that.
Because all these people are pulling up for this wedding, so I got to wrap this up so we can bring people together for that marriage thing. And so for all the married people getting married, was married, might be married, everybody in between, and let's just pray for our world, for peace, for health, and for LSU. Go Tigers. Amen.
Amen.
But you forgot about basketball. Basketball went out, and then the spring sweep. We want the spring sweep.
I didn't do it like you wanted it. I did mention basketball. I said on the court, in the PMAC, and the floor, the gymnastics floor. I did both. You can play it back over the break if you like. Go ahead. But you got to let me be me. I got to do me. Don't tell me how to pray. I don't tell you how to do radio.
You do try to tell me how to do radio. But
I do try to
and you
tell
shouldn't
you.
do that.
I do.
Hey, so who's getting married? Give a shout out to the people.
It's Alex Roosh and his lovely fiance, Miss Alexander. I'm just a participant tonight. Thank you, goodness. Elise Alexander is getting married. So they're getting married tonight here at the Cathedral. So all good, all good.
Shout out.
So shout out to all the married people.
All right. Hey, don't do a bad job tonight, okay?
Look, I literally get to sit there and actually enjoy the wedding. So after 7 weddings in the last month, I'm going to be excited just to be a spectator tonight.
You know what he sounds like? He sounds like the guy you were talking about earlier, the weight loss guy. Like, well, after 7 weddings and 7, you're like pointing out all the stuff he's done, like making like you're so busy. Yeah. You work one day a week, man. Come on, suck it up.
Is doing a wedding actually work?
No, it's not work. You just stand there.
Kind of hang out.
Oh yeah,
you get free food after.
And then you get to go to the party after.
Free drinks after. Like it's awesome. Everybody's happy.
All I'm saying is, if the priest does not do a good job, everybody's talking about it. Let's just say, yes.
Make tons of money.
Oh yeah.
One time I was at a wedding and the priest's phone kept ringing the whole time.
Get
out. His cell phone in his pocket.
I'm just making sure mine's off right now. Yeah, but it's good. We're good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Have a great weekend. Yep.
Have a great weekend. Good to be with you. Blessings to all your lovely listeners, even the ones that you know, special like you. Pray for them too.
Spring sweep.
Spring sweep.
Got it. He said it.
He said it.
All right. See you later. All right. It's after further review. Stick around.
AFR.
Brought to you by the Baton Rouge General Hospital, brgeneral.org, expanding healthcare in the greater Baton Rouge area. Do you know how many emergency rooms the Baton Rouge General has?
1 million.
No, they've got 3. They've got 3. The Bluebonnet campus, of course, they've reopened the ER at Mid-City, and then also the Ascension Neighborhood Hospital. 3 ERs means world-class emergency care has never been closer to you in the greater Baton Rouge area than it is right now, thanks to the Baton Rouge General Hospital. Of course, Baton Rouge General is part of the Mayo Clinic Care Network. That's something I've told you about quite a bit here. But the Mayo Clinic, one of the foremost medical centers in the world, and their care network allows your local physician to have clinical collaboration and expert access to their research at no extra cost to you. That's the Baton Rouge General Hospital when I say part of the Mayo Clinic Care Network. Of course, you can get all the COVID-19 information you need there as well online. brgeneral.org.
ServiceMaster Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact ServiceMaster Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. ServiceMaster Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Hey guys, this is Ryan Theriot with Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge, and you've got to come see us for the New Year's Certified Pre-Owned event. CPO vehicles come with an unlimited mileage warranty, and right now we're offering a 2-month payment credit up to $1,500, as well as 1.99% for 36 months on all eligible models. Check them out at mbobr.com or go see my guys Nick and Hess to take your new year up a gear. See dealer for complete details and exclusions. Qualified customers only. Subject credit approval by NBFS. Must take delivery by March 1st, 2021.
To the heroes who are working tirelessly to care for our communities, we thank you. We will never forget the countless hours you dedicated on the front lines, choosing to risk your own health to fight for our friends, neighbors, and family members.
I mean, you guys are out on the front lines fighting it.
We are grateful for your heroic acts and unwavering spirit. Together, we are overcoming this adversity and make our state healthier and more vibrant again. Ochsner Health.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria. The Riot Radio Hour with Ryan Theriot and Matt Moscona, presented by Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge.
All right, rolling along here. What's going on over at Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge?
As always, certified pre-owns are rolling in and rolling out like hotcakes. Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge. You can check them out on Airline Highway. Service, top-notch. Service industry over there is great. 8-time Best of the Best award winners. The certified pre-owned vehicle, the 2018 Mercedes-Benz GLE 350 SUV rear-wheel drive over at Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge right now. Go check it out. If you're looking for a family vehicle, something you can fit the kiddos in, pop them in the back, go on vacation, bring them to soccer practice, whatever it may be, this is a vehicle for use. Again, certified pre-owned GLE 350, $38,000 at Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge, mbobr.com. You can check this unit out.
The time has almost come. In less than 2 days, the modern gladiator will take to the gridiron in Tampa, Florida. Engulfed in a cloud of humidity and debris, the man known as Brady, the GOAT. For the first time in 55 years, a Super Bowl will be played in the home stadium of one of the participating teams, yielding an uncomfortable advantage for one side. However, the reigning champion, Mahomes, Reed, and his funny face mask will try to maintain their spot on top the mount of the NFL. Bucks, Chiefs, Super Bowl 55, Sunday from Tampa, Florida. Who will reign? All right, Muse, who you got?
I've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Last possession. Whoever gets the ball last is going to win the game. I think it's going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay. Paulie, who you got?
I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Any particular reason?
Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
The new GOAT.
Well, you can't be a new GOAT. You're either the GOAT or you're not.
The up-and-coming GOAT.
Baby GOAT. The baby GOAT.
Do you believe that Patrick Mahomes will play in 10 Super Bowls and win 6 of them?
No.
So then he will never be the GOAT.
Okay, you got me there.
Okay. Rhino,
Tampa
who you
Bay.
got?
I want Kansas City to win, but I think Tampa's going to win.
Why?
Because of Tom.
That's it.
That's it. He's the X factor.
What happened in the 2 games against the Giants and the game against the Eagles when they lost?
He's different.
It's different. You mean he's old?
They're different.
Oh.
And they got playoff Lenny. Give me Tampa.
Okay. Muse has Tampa. Paulie has KC. You have Tampa. Huh.
What you got?
Is anybody going to ask me what I think?
Matt, who do you think is going to win?
I think Tampa Bay Buccaneers win the Super Bowl.
Why?
I think a couple of things. One, Kansas City offensively this year has not been nearly as efficient as they were a year ago. Also, defensively, they just haven't been as good this year as they were a year ago. And the other thing that we forget with respect to last year's Super Bowl is the 49ers should have won the damn game. If Kyle Shanahan ever figures out how to close a damn Super Bowl, he could be in the Hall of Fame. But instead, he's a moron. And he just... the Chiefs scored 21 points in the fourth quarter last year to win 31-20. This is a game that the Niners should have won last year, but they couldn't run out the clock. So, anyway, I mean, they had a 10-point lead going into the fourth, a 2-score lead going into the fourth quarter, and they gagged it away. So, that's one. I also think, sincerely, the Tom Brady factor matters. I think Tampa's playing its best. I think Tampa has an advantage on the edge with their receivers. Antonio Brown should be healthy and good to go in this ball game. On the flip side, defensively, I think Devin White and Levante David are the best linebacker core in the NFL, and they are perfect to stop this defense and to limit Mahomes from doing what he did to the Saints, which is when you pressured him, he escaped it and then made brilliant plays because he's awesome. I also think not having Eric Fisher is massive. Nobody's really talking about that this week, but the Chiefs starting left tackle ruptured his Achilles in the AFC Championship game and isn't going to be there. And this Tampa Bay defensive line is, oh, by the way, the best run defense in the NFL, and they're really good at getting off and getting to the passer. So I like Tampa in this game. I think Tampa is going to win the football game on Sunday. I think Tampa's going to win. Brady's going to get number 7. I'm not happy about it. I mean, I'll be happy for the LSU guys. My guy Kevin Minter, I love him, and I'd be pumped for him. I'd be really disappointed for Clyde. Of course, Catholic High Angle, I'd love to see Clyde get one. There's no way I'm pulling for Tampa. There's no way I'd pull for any team in the NFC South outside of the Saints. So I'll be happy for the LSU guys that win it whichever way it goes, but I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win the game on Sunday. I think they're the better team, and they're going to win on Sunday. They went on the road and beat Green Bay when Tom Brady threw 3 interceptions on the road in Green Bay, and they still won that football game. They're playing great right now. They're going to win.
Playoff Lenny? Super Bowl Lenny?
I do think...
Is there anything to the, rested Lenny? No? Okay.
I think the bigger thing is I think Tampa's defensive front. Their ability to stop the run and make Mahomes have to throw it 40 times. I just think that plays right into... Tampa's secondary isn't very good, no doubt. But I think their front 7 is, and they're going to dictate a lot of the tempo. So I like Tampa. I think Tampa wins the game. All right, it's After Further Review, brought to you by Shawbills Tire and Auto Service, ShawBillsTire.com. 18 locations in South Louisiana. Find the location nearest you at ShawBillsTire.com. Been sharing this with you all week. Our friends over at Shawbills in Booty and in Port Allen are in need of technicians now, today. So you can apply online or in person at ShawBillsTire.com, ShawBillsTire.com. So if you have level of expertise and training, ShawBillsTire.com. 18 locations in South Louisiana. Remember, Booty and Port Allen in need of technicians today. They have great benefits for 401k, employer match. They've got the employer participation in your medical benefits, your health benefits. Shawbills Tire and Auto Service, ShawBillsTire.com. Shawbills, where we keep you rolling. All right, we'll wrap up with Ask Ryan next. You know the drill. Get your questions in. Tweet me at Matt Moscona at 1045 ESPN or jump at the Bayou Ford YouTube chat and get juice. Your questions for Theriot next.
AFR.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
ServiceMaster Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact ServiceMaster Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. Service Mastery Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
Have you been arrested for DUI or other traffic violations? Have you made a mistake? We all have. You're not a bad person. Call the law offices of O.C. Brown at 225-343-1111 or connect with us online at ocbrown.com.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Auctioner.
Are you a licensed contractor? There's lots of good contractors in Louisiana doing work the right way, but unfortunately, too many unlicensed contractors are working outside the licensing requirements. Working as a contractor in Louisiana requires a license for the company doing the work. The Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors wants to help you get licensed to allow you to conduct work legally. It's not difficult to get the license. We can help you. Go to lacontractor.org for more information. Licensed contractors, it's the law.
Hey guys, this is Ryan Theriot with Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge, and you've got to come see us for the New Year's Certified Pre-Owned event. CPO vehicles come with an unlimited mileage warranty, and right now we're offering a 2-month payment credit up to $1,500, as well as 1.99% for 36 months on all eligible models. Check them out at mbobr.com or go see my guys Nick and Hess to take your new year up a gear. See dealer for complete details and exclusions. Qualified customers only. Subject to credit approval by NBFS. Must take delivery by March 1st, 2021.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
At Corvell Toyota in Opelousas, Happy Town, USA, $2,000 can get you into a new Camry for $299 a month. That's $299 per month. So come on down to Happy Town. That's Corvell Toyota in Opelousas, Happy Town, USA.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria. The Riot Radio Hour with Ryan Theriot and Matt Moscona, presented by Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge.
Down the stretch we come, final segment. We got 3.5 minutes. Okay, let's blow and go. If you want to get your questions in for Theriot, do it right now. Ask Ryan, tweet me at Matt Moscona at 1045 ESPN. Jump in the Bayou Ford YouTube chat. Oh, Michael de Blasio on Twitter. Matt, you don't get it. Or don't you get it? Theriot does not like New Orleans teams. Period. It's been pretty obvious for a while now. His letter to the Saints a couple of weeks ago didn't surprise me at all. It's like those people in the northern part of the state.
That's not true. Can I defend myself for a minute? That's not true.
You don't like New Orleans teams?
That's not true. I do like New Orleans. I like winning teams with good coaches on them, like that. Like teams that win games.
Like
when
the Saints,
when they're supposed
who
to
won
win
more games than any team in the NFL over the last 4 years.
But how many Super Bowls they got? I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's embarrassing.
So you can't be a good team or a good franchise or a good organization if you don't win a championship. So basically there's one good team every year.
You know who I like? You know who the best team in New Orleans is? Honestly, it's John Curtis. That's the best team in New Orleans. Go look at the trophy case.
Been pretty empty the past few years.
Go look at the trophy case.
Calakai routing them in state championship games and playoff games and whatnot.
Go look at the trophy case.
Yeah,
all you
the
gotta
one
do.
that's so they're no good this year because they didn't win a title.
JT Curtis, winner.
So Catholic.
Johnny Curtis, winner.
Catholic.
I like Catholic.
Yeah.
They're not in New Orleans.
Yeah.
If they were in New Orleans, I'd like them. I love Gabe.
So nobody else can be good if you didn't win a title that year.
No, it's not that year. It's just when you're supposed to win, you win. You still like the Zephyrs? Do they count?
The baby cakes.
They're all right.
Where are they now? Are they in Kansas somewhere? Did they go to Kansas? I think they went to Kansas.
John Curtis, winners. Like them.
DJ Stocky 2 asked Ryan, would Bryce Harper be earholed by Carlos Zambrano?
100%. There's no question that would happen. And then Harper would think about charging the mound, and then he would think twice and walk to first base.
James Fortenberry asked Ryan, will LSU baseball win the SEC regular season? Oh, come on.
Yeah, I think they are.
Oh, come on. Rhino.
Yeah, I think they will.
Florida and Vanderbilt are different.
They match up with them pitching-wise, though, Matt. They do.
I love them, and I think they could get hot and make a run. I think any team can, but the regulars, come on. Get out of here. Ask Ryan, over-under 56 in the Super Bowl.
Over.
Under. Ask Ryan, want to come over for karaoke tonight?
No.
Ask Ryan, does Matt look old with hair?
You look older with hair.
You think so?
100. Yeah, you do. The scruff and the shave makes you look younger and more dangerous. Just ask the bum that was begging for money in New Orleans and just walked right by you.
That was wild. When I was there to do the show at the Sazerac house, I called you because it was amazing. Yep. The panhandlers were not approaching me. I had my shaved head, beard, like mirror glasses, so you couldn't see my eyes, and walking kind of with a mission.
They didn't want
nobody asked me for money. None of the I was like, damn, do I have edge?
Major
edge. I called Ryan from the CBD. Hey, guess what's happening?
Yep.
It's amazing. Never happened to me in my life. Y'all have a great weekend. See you Monday at 3.
AFR.
As we get on down the road, we remind you about Relief Windows and ReliefWindows.com. Windows, doors, siding, Relief Windows, ReliefWindows.com. And you know what else? All of their work comes with a lifetime warranty on labor, material, and glass breakage. There's a lot of companies that may say they offer a lifetime warranty, but do they? Is that company going to be around in 20 years when your kid's practicing baseball in the yard and it bounces off a trampoline or it goes to the net and breaks the window? Because Relief Windows will. Ask Mr. The Riot here, who's had to victimize a Relief Windows several times already to come replace windows.
They actually do it, too. They come out and fix it.
Windows, doors, siding, they're the absolute best. It's Relief Windows. Check them out online, ReliefWindows.com. Windows, doors, siding, Relief Windows. And ReliefWindows.com.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
At Corvell Toyota in Opelousas Happy Town, USA, $2,000 can get you into a new Camry for $299 a month. That's $299 per month. So come on down to Happy Town. That's Corvell Toyota in Opelousas Happy Town, USA.
This isn't just another day. It's so much more. Kelly's life was put on hold when her auctioneer primary care doctor discovered a rare blood disorder. Her doctor connected her to an auctioneer care team of cancer, heart, and kidney specialists. With multiple primary care locations around Baton Rouge, same-day appointments, and online scheduling, we're relentless about keeping you healthy. Auctioneer Baton Rouge, innovating healthcare for Kelly.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots